We're live. Good evening, folks, or good afternoon, or good day, wherever in the world, or the 1,000 insane worlds you are. We're back. It's Game Therapy 1000 Insane Worlds live on Goodman Games Twitch channel. Once again, I'm here with my co-host, Judge Brendan LaSalle. How you doing, Brendan? All right?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks, and thanks for everybody for tuning in and watching today. We love having you all in the chat.
Awesome. So it is the 8th of October. We're coming up fast on Bride of CyclopsCon. If you haven't got your badge, got yourself signed up for some games, there is still time. So get yourself onto the Goodman Games and Tabletop Games events pages. Get yourself set up and ready for that. I'm just going to go around the table and introduce a bunch of players for tonight's game. Let's start with Hamad. How you doing? Good evening.
Doing well. So yeah, my name is Hamad, and my friends call me Ham, and I'll be playing Dane Ordax, who is a burly dwarven miner that swings a mighty battle axe. So that'll be my guy for the day.
Awesome. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
And I will move over to Chase. How you doing?
Hey, good. Yes, I'm Chase. I'm over here in Portland, Oregon, and I'll be playing a dwarf thief today.
Welcome. Thank you very much. And Bob, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing awesome. Thank you, you guys. My name is Joe Fran Greyhammer. I'm a dwarf and herder, and I have a sow if anybody needs it.
That was nice.
Fantastic. Welcome to Game Therapy, Bob. And our good friend of the show, but first time appearing actually as a player this time, it's Kojo. How you doing, mate?
Hey, good. Yeah, Corey Gosman, or DM Kojo, as a lot of you know, playing Gurko Thunderbeard, the Dwarven Cleric.
Awesome. So that's the Dwarven Cleric from the Iron Tavern blog page. So excited to see how that one plays out. You will, folks, all have noticed that we're playing dwarves tonight. I am playing Dorak Grumblefoot, a crossbow-toting dwarf, and I'm going to hand back over to Brendan to get the game started.
Cool. Thank you very much, and a big shout out to Iron Tavern. We're huge fans here, and we're excited about seeing the Dwarven Cleric and putting him through his paces. So let me tell y'all a little bit about yourself. So you are all originally from Clan Steelgoat, a far northern clan of dwarves, prosperous and done well, but you are all they call you the traveling sons. You have all become the adventurers that have gone out, possibly in twos and threes, but certainly on your own out in the world and going away from your clan. And that's what, you guys were adventurers, you guys were freebooters, and you guys have been out there on the world. And all has gone well for you, except in the last several months, okay, the last maybe 2.5, 3 months, you guys have just had, each one of you has had an amazing run of terrible luck. Nothing has gone your way. It has just been screwy. You guys were rich, now you're not rich. Every one of you had all kinds of money and magical artifacts, and they got stolen, robbed, broken, used against you, snatched back by elder gods. It's been unbelievable. So when you guys each got a letter from your new clan, which is Clan Steelgoat North, which has apparently the members of your family have all broken away from the original clan and gone off to start their own things even farther north. When you guys received a summons from them asking you to come to their new location to help them dispel what might be a curse set upon the clan in general, everybody who doesn't like bad luck decided to go with all haste. So you guys all made your way back there, and you met up with the new clan chief of Clan Steelgoat, who is old Gelzer Steelgoat, he's decrepit now. He is in his 615th year, and Gelzer is he was a war chief back in the day. He was a strategist. He was a clan elder. And then when Clan Steelgoat started going really wrong and really, he won't even talk about what it is. So bad are their crimes against dwarfdom. But he just took all of his families, which included people from your families, which by connection all included you, took them all, went 200 miles north and started digging his own mine and his own city up there, So it's going badly. It's going badly for everyone. There's just been terrible bad luck, but he thinks he knows what the problem is, okay? There has never been a proper invocation to Doomacroom, the Lord of the Forge, the Anvil Chieftain, so he has invited all of you, the most powerful members of the clan, and along with the greatest cleric the clans have ever produced, Gurko Thunderbeard, in order to, they found a new, this great, very promising looking array of silver, like a vein of silver. So they're going to have a ceremonial first breakthrough with invocation to the gods and the whole 9 yards. When you get there, it's crazy. This is like the mines of Moria, but like the third day they were working on the mines of Moria. So it's like timber is holding things up, and people are still eating over camp stoves, and like half of everyone is sleeping rough, and there aren't enough hands on deck. So they have hired human miners, a whole slew of them, who are in here helping out. And it's making things tense. No one's happy about it. And the humans aren't happy. The dwarves aren't happy. There are lanterns everywhere because none of them can see. And it's just been it's very tense. So when you guys get there, old Gelzer thanks you guys profusely. He says, we're going to have the ceremony tomorrow, now that we're all here. And then after, we're going to drive in the ceremonial spike and open up this new thing. And after that, then we'll have a huge feast. And hopefully that will be enough for the gods. We will all see our luck change, and we will all see everything turn around for us. He is confident of it. So the ceremony itself, all the dwarves are there. There's like 45 minutes of hymns and singing. There's traditional cleaning of weapons and armor. There's a few words. And then Goko Thunderbeard goes up to give his, go ahead and puts it out there. So Goko, go ahead and give me this is a wheelhouse check for you. D20 plus your personality score plus your dwarf cleric level.
All right. Ooh. That's 19, 20, 23.
Absolutely. You know what?
Good stuff.
Gurko Thunderbeard goes up to the front and he talks about the dedication to Dumakrum. He talks about the ordeal of breaking away from clans and how no one wants to do it, how we all love the old traditional ways, but once we had to do it, we had to do it. And people are moved. You are seeing dwarves you've never seen before, literally wiping their noses on their chainmail because so moved are they. Some of them are surreptitiously passing tears. Gurko, amazing job. You get a luck point for busting it out like that, and for just for lining it all up. And after he's done, there's a huge hurrah. All the miners, you bless the miners, and the miners get to work, and they're gonna go. They start driving in the initial spike there. So you guys are all in this 60-foot by 100-foot cavern. It's only 15 feet high right now. And like I said, there are temporary wooden prop-ups all over the place that are keeping the ceiling up and things as ore is being mined out. And after this is all over, the miners were at work. They're singing a happy mining song. Even the humans are enunciating it along in Dwarvish, along with everybody else as best they can. You know what I'm saying? And for a moment, there's real harmony there in the mine. Everyone feels some of that darkness just kind of dissipating. It's marvelous. And old Gelzer Steelgoat calls you all over, and he is like, "Oh, traveling sons of Clan Steelgoat North, this day you've done us proud, and I believe that, be whatever else may, we will see our fortunes overturned this day with the correct invocations to Dumakrum and the gods. Now, I am old, and all my sons have died in war, and my daughters have gone off to other clans. It's a dark day for Clan Steelgoat, but it means the time has come for me to choose an heir. So I now look to our greatest heroes and our greatest clerics in order to..." And then, just as he starts getting into the interesting parts of talking about an heir, you hear this kadoosh! And you look over at the south wall where they put the ceremonial spike and shovel in there and such, and there's a rock slide. There's just huge rock slides coming down there. All these miners are backing up and getting out of the way, and some human did it, and they're laughing at him, and they're just breaking butts over there and talking schmack about him and such in Dwarvish. And even the humans are having a laugh with it. But all of a sudden they get really quiet. So you guys are about 60 feet away from where all this is happening. And then you see that where the dust settles and the rocks stop falling, and you see that they've uncovered some kind of tunnel to a place that is very brightly lit with fire. There must be a dozen or 2 dozen torches just on the other side of that. And you can see all the miners are over there just watching. And then this thing comes in through the breach in the wall, the likes of which you've never seen before. This looks like nothing so much as a 30-foot peacock, except it has the head of an eel. And instead of talons, it has clawed human hands. It's walking It's fast. It's way faster than anything this big should be. And it comes over there looking, and then Everyone's like, what the heck? And that is when it ducks down and snatches the head off of Miner. Just takes it clear off of his head. And you see the stump, the guy's torso walks around, turns around like he's imploring you, head off, and falls over. And all the miners are like, uh-oh. People are shocked by all of this, and there are screams and danger. And you can roll for initiative because whether or not you guys are trying to get into this fight, Peacock Eel Human Hand Claw is definitely trying to get in this fight, and he's leaving nobody out. So let's go ahead and make a check. He is going to go on a 15, which might be my record for a high initiative for game therapy, but I'm not sure. All right, so Ham, what'd you get for Dane?
Nat's 20 actually. So
Shut up! Outstanding. What's your total then?
that is I don't add anything
20.
to it.
Gotcha.
If
That's
I
cool.
really needed that 20.
No, I feel you. All right, Dane. It looks like you're on pole position, unless Dorat can beat that. Dorat, how'd you do?
That's a 8.
8 for Dorat. Okay, Thorgrim Rockbreaker.
A mighty 7.
Somebody had to go on 7, I figured.
I was stunned by lack of safety to slowness.
He was putting the OSHA poster up on one wall when it all.
He's an engineer.
Yeah, I know you're appalled, but I mean, that's the thing though. This is how it all looks in the beginning, and they're clearly laying the grounds for a really well done mine. But I mean, you're 70 years off from this place not being an embarrassment. So, all right, Joffran, Gray Armor, how'd you do, my friend?
16.
18?
16.
16 for Joffran, outstanding. And then last but never least, our prime cleric, Gurko Thunderbeard.
Oh, I'm least. After my modifier, I have a net of 0.
Wow.
Do I even get to act on a 0? I don't know.
Yeah, you're that's a special position that I like to call the Wrangler. You know what I mean? You're in the back, like waiting for stuff to happen. All right, so Dane, you are up first. This creature, like I said, 30-foot tall, bizarre-looking peacock, except that it has the head of a giant eel with these kind of like fan things coming off, off it. These crazy, like spiky eel teeth. Instead of having talons, it has human hands that end in these crazy claws. It's walking on human hands. And it's just coming at you guys. So, but you get to go first. What are you going to do?
Dane is deeply offended by this creature's rude intrusion of the sacred ceremony, right? And
Word.
as much as Dane's a miner, and he's been pretty annoyed at these humans kind of bungling everything up and just not doing it right, kind of thing. But you know what? Me and my brother against my cousin, but me and my cousin against the enemy, right? And so, he picks up his axe and he charges to the forefront to avenge that poor slain miner that got his head bitten off. Although Dane, he's brave. He kind of leads him, but he has no idea how he's going to do this. So I guess he aims low and goes for the dude's, one of the claws. Maybe he can unbalance it and give everybody else an advantage.
Yeah,
So maybe
center a mass. Well, here's the sitch. So you're 60 feet away. So your full move is probably 20 with everything. So when you can go your move and then another move, and you'll be 20 feet away next time. So you're charging up there, and next round you can be there and be there for this fight. You know what I'm saying?
then in
Unless you could move.
20 and actually make a ranged attack this round and then close in because it'll move forward next round. Okay, so let's do that.
Okay, what do you got?
I've got a sling for a ranged weapon, so I guess I kind of, pull the sling
Sounds
out
good.
and drop a bullet in there.
Okay, so remember, this is your first time playing a dwarf character, so your D20 plus your D die plus your ranged action, and roll me that up. And are you still going to go for a leg? Is that still going to be your
the intention is still intention is to try and unbalance it. So I guess the deed is to unbalance it if possible. So I roll a D20.
Sure. Unbalance.
Right on. So it's a D20 plus my agility modifier, which I don't have. Which
Plus
is
your
okay, plus my D.
plus your plus. Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
Got it. Okay. D20 and D5 gives me a whopping grand total of 15.
Ooh, 15 is going to miss. You fire this rock past this thing. It actually hits it, but it actually lifts up one of those crazy hands and blocks it. and your rock bounces right off the back of it. It's crazy, very humanish, like clear skinned, smooth white hands. It's very creepy. All right, but you are 20 feet away from when it kicks off, and it's time for Joffrey, gray armor, to do something Joffrific.
Joffrey has brought his sow with him, and he's going to let the sow. He's going to let the sow advance in front of the party and offer him up as lunch.
All right, so you're going to send in the sow. Here's the thing, right? That sow goes about 5 feet towards this thing. Turns out pigs are way more risk averse than you would have thought. You can give me a personality check to try to like herd it to get closer because you are a herder. So it's our wheelhouse check. You roll me a d20 and see how that goes.
I got a 20, and my personality is modifier is -2.
Okay, that's an 18. But you know, that's a respectable 18. For whatever reason, your sow is charging in. You know what I'm saying?
My favorite sow. She's my favorite sow. She'll do anything for me.
Well, good, because that's well, let's see. Well, she doesn't have the movement rate to get over there in one round. But we'll see if next round if she can bring home the bacon. So it is the creature's turn on 15. So here is what happens. It throws up its tail. And like you can see like a peacock style tail, but you can see coming off this thing's tail are all of these weird like lights and all of these like sort of strange symbols and things. None of you are close enough to be Dave, you went up 20 feet, so you're not actually close enough to be affected either. But here is what happens. I'm just going to make a couple of representative rolls here. So all of the miners that you see, the humans and the dwarves, all like, except for a very small contingency of them, they all just sort of stop and stare, and then they start walking single file to walk past this creature and making their way into that breach. Like they're all heading someplace. They all take a moment to grab like mining stuff. Like they grab buckets and shovels and things on their way out. But they walk out towards this breach like zombies. And I will say that the first, like at the beginning of next round, the first couple of them are actually going to be there at the, like have made it to the breach, and we'll, like next round we'll start making their way in. But they don't go until next turn monster. So that's it. So it is Dorat Grumblefoot. Dorat, you see this conga line of God knows what's going on. What are you going to do?
I'm going to reach over my back and draw my crossbow. I'm going to take a headshot because, if I'm firing at this thing's head, I'm at no risk at all of hitting any of my colleagues. That's how it works, right? That is going to be a... 15?
15, yeah, that's it. I'll tell you what, we'll go ahead and call it. That is it. You were looking at an armor class 17 for this particular creature here. So you are 2 luck points away if you want to spend.
I'm not going to spend luck points that early in the game.
All right, you got it. But I will say, since you went for a headshot, yeah, this thing is so big that you just bank off that the sliding rocks and that rock wall there in the background, and nothing seems to happen. So it is Thorgrim Rockbreaker. You see all this going on, and you tell me how it's going to be.
So I'm curious, Thorgrim wants to look and just quickly ascertain, is the creature continuing to channel some magical effect with its wings or its tail spread wide? Like, are the runes still glowing, or does it seem like it cast a spell and it's now over and it's going to move on to other actions, perhaps head biting or something as interesting as that?
Yeah, this exact minute, when you take a look over there, it is still fully spread out, and like its peacock fan is like 60 feet around, like whoa, and it's all, it kind of wavers hypnotically in the background and such, and like you guys are all like, what in the name of whatever. So we don't know what next round is going to be like, but this round people are staring, so that's what you see.
There's some undulating movement. Yeah. Okay. Well, then
Yes.
Thorgrim will spend his move following his kind of mesmerized compatriots towards the breach, but he's only going to move his full move 20, and then he's going to additionally bring down his hand crossbow and loose a quarrel at the at the eel peacock. So
cool.
I got a fantastic 8, and I'm not going to burn a ton of luck. So, woo!
Yeah, you know what? You bank off the mining helmet of this miner, ka-ting! And he doesn't even seem to notice. He just keeps walking towards the breach.
Just checking.
Actually, give me a luck check.
Sure.
Yeah, give me a luck check.
Roll under. Yeah.
Yeah, roll up.
Oh, well, I got a nat 20. So.
Yeah. So no, no effect. He keeps on going.
Got it.
The Clan Steelgoat North luck is holding, I'm afraid, so far. We'll see if you guys can turn it around. And if there's someone who can do it out there, I believe it is Gurko Thunderbeard. Gurko, get in there. What you gonna do?
All right. So as a lawful cleric, this thing screams chaos, extraplanar beast, and I think I need to call upon the power of Dumakrum to turn unholy.
Hell yeah. All right, go ahead and give me a check on that.
14 and person 18.
18. Look at you, Rockstar. Where's the page? Hold on. Okay, on an 18. Okay, so this is actually a special result because of the way this creature is. Go ahead and roll me a die 6 and add your personality mod.
Die 6 plus personality mod.
Yep.
Okay, looks like 4 total.
Okay, so when you do that, like for a moment it kind of like winces and then like it sort of like rocks back as if struck, and like feathers and things kind of like, you know, fly off of it, and it kind of staggers back on its two big giant human hands, and then it like looks over at you and like it smiles. It actually smiles at you, and then it starts digging in the ground like a bull. And at this point, Thorgrim, you see, yeah, its tail kind of folds up behind it to kind of sleek it out as it's getting ready to charge Gurko. But we'll see what's going to happen on next round. So it is the top of the order. Dane, you are 40 feet away from it. It looks like he's getting ready to charge in your direction. You're muted,
My
bro.
direction or past me at Gurko? I mean, does it look
Well,
like
you didn't see what Gurko did, so
right? Yeah, fair point. Okay, well, you know what? And the miners are still kind of flocking out of the chamber, right, into the lit up area.
Yeah, they're walking down there like, you know, hypno style.
Okay, my character is a miner, and this is a relatively new mine, and this was a bit of a cave-in. Is there any chance that that Dane can recognize at where the collapse happened, maybe a weak spot that if he hit it with something really heavy, he could create more of a rock slide to kind of obstruct the passage from the miners getting in?
Yeah, absolutely. I need a D die though. Ooh, I need like a sky high D die. So what are you going to hit it with? Like, what's the actual thing going to be that you're going to chunk?
I'm so gonna regret this. It's not gonna
No,
be a singlet, but
no, it's awesome.
Yeah. You know what?
What's the worst that can happen?
Thank you, Kojo. Thank you.
Let's find out.
You know what, Matt? He's gonna do like this mighty hurl and chuck his battle axe at it.
Hell yes, that's what I'm talking about. All right, so y'all see Dane Ordax take a couple of running steps, like, and go ahead and make your check there. So I'm gonna say you only have to hit the wall. So I'm gonna say even with the range, give me a 13 or better because it is a rock wall. And then what we're really looking for here is what you get on your D die.
Gotcha. All right, here we go. Nat 20, my man.
Shut up! Shut up! Oh, that's so pretty.
Right.
Oh, that is so pretty. All right,
And a 3 on the D die.
and a 3 on the D die.
Which means it.
Okay, I'm gonna say since it your normal, do this. Go ahead and roll your critical die because this is not a normal critical. Okay, but go ahead and roll me your normal crit die over there. All right, so just tell me what you got
Got it. D14 coming right up. 14.
on your crit die.
On my
I
crit
mean,
die.
you know what? If you don't respect a natural 20 and a natural 14 and a 3 on the D die, what are you even doing? So here's what happens. Dane runs over and throws that axe, boom, with all power. And it goes right over the head of this thing. And first, like, Gurko, you're standing back there next to old Gelzer, the clan chief, and he's like, Dane bricked it. But then it goes right over, hits the wall, and suddenly there's this huge cave in. So what happens is the rocks pile down like another, like, basically, like they fall and fall and fall. So everyone who's wandering up there is now stopped. and are just washing as rocks are coming there. Roll me a D3 for Dane.
Coming right up. That's a 1.
Yeah, so for 1 round, all those rocks are going to fall, and no one's going to be able to leave because the rocks falling, and we all know what that means. All right, brilliant move. That was awesome. And it's Joffrin. Joffrin, your pig charges up this round and is squealing. Well, you got an 18, so it runs over there and is just a squealing at this thing. It can make an attack roll if you want to. It's got a +0 to hit. Does 1d3 damage. I want to see it roll a 20 or something.
So I can throw my warhammer here, right?
Yeah, you could actually. You can throw it. Give me a D die if you want to use it as a missile weapon. 3 or better. Roll your D die first, and if you get a 3 or better, we won't. That'll be your D to throw a warhammer. You get a 3 or better, we won't tax you on the attack roll.
Got a 5.
5 on your D die? Hell yeah. I'm even going to lower its armor class one time because it's a hammer. All right, make your attack roll D20 as your agility modifier plus your 5 on your D die.
16 plus 5.
Boom.
My agility is 0. I don't 0.
All right, you're good though. That you're definitely inside here. So go ahead and roll me the damage, the die 8 weapon damage plus 5 plus your strength modifier if you have one.
5. I have strength modifier of 1.
Boom.
So 6.
Yep. Plus a D8.
Plus the D8. Plus 5. 11 total.
Man, I'll tell you what, y'all. So Joffrin throws his warhammer. P.S. If you're watching at home, I want you to know that my official goal here is to get everyone to throw their primary melee weapons away. So far, I'm 2/5 of the way there, so I feel like I'm doing it all right. So I'm playing. Joffrin throws his warhammer, and it hits this thing in the face. And it's not smiling anymore. Where it was a minute, it was all creepy. Now it's oh my God, who throws a hammer? It looks just offended. It actually covers its head up for a moment with this big crazy wing. It's still up. He is a great big tough guy, but he took a bad shot from that, and he is now staggering. Is your sow going to attack this round as well?
I think we'll hold the sow back in case she's needed later.
All right, the sow doing nothing else. The sow is then going to run from the combat as this thing is a 30-foot demon peacock, we think, and whatever it is. You see that Gurko was able to affect it with his turning abilities, which certainly is in that realm of outsider, unholy, chaotic. So all right, that's awesome. So it is its turn. It still is going to charge at Gurko. It is going to run up there. This thing is fast. It is Roadrunner fast. It comes over there. It's going to jump up, and it cannot do an actual attack against Gurko this round. But I'm going to give it a D16. It's so big, it's just going to try to overrun Gurko this round and just try to put you in the dirt. So it is going to get a total of 15.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, so give me a strength check, and you got to beat my attack number, 15 or better.
No, I failed.
All right, so you are prone. You're not injured, but you're down. This thing is looking down at you with this great big crazy eel head, and it looks like it's getting ready to just take your head off. It looks horrifying. And then also this round, all of the miners. This is let me take a look at my. All right. All of the miners are now are all standing there, essentially waiting for the rocks to stop falling, so that they can continue doing what they were doing. So they're going to keep going that way. But this round they're stuck. So that's their whole thing. So what's Dorat? Dorat. This thing is now you just fired your crossbow, so he's in melee range at this point. If you want to step up on him.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean. Dorat looks at his crossbow because everyone else is throwing stuff, and he's not very intelligent. But he just tosses that to one side, draws his short sword, readies his shield, and he goes charging him for a two-handed whack with the short sword. So he swings his short sword. That is a that's a 10, which I'm presuming is not going to hit.
Tisn't.
And I will need one of these.
But you got your D14 shield bash.
So here comes a shield bash. And that was a 4. That was a 5. That's also not going to hit, I suspect. So, I mean, obviously better with ranged weapons, flailing like a mad dwarf. I'm not hitting anything. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, he gets in there. Dorak gets in there close and quick, but his blows do not seem to have any effect on the hellish creature. That's all right though, because Thorgrim Rockbreaker is in the house. What you gonna do, Thor? You're on mute, bro. I'll make a sign up.
Better? Am I audible again?
Yes.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah. Now's the chance. Got to get in behind there. The thing is distracted. So Thorgrim's gonna run in. He doesn't have a stabbing weapon, but he's gonna take his hand axe and however you want to arbitrate this, he's gonna attempt to basically hamstring the demon while it's crouched over Gurko over there.
Gotcha. Well, I'll tell you what. You don't really. Okay, so it ran right past you. Okay, so you don't really. You can't target yourself. You don't have a deed die, but. If you give me a sneak silently with DC 15, I will let you get a sneak attack on this thing, creeping up from behind. If you have an armor check penalty, add that and tell me how you do.
Yeah, let me see. Armor for leather. I gotta grab that real quick. Is leather -3? Can someone remind me? Oh, I never.
I rolled -1. Leather's -1.
I rolled super low anyway, so I got 7. Yeah, I won't.
Well, then you can make a regular attack.
I will still get in there. I wasn't sneaky, but I'll get in there with my hand axe and try to just chop the thing in the back once. Okay, so I got a 20, 18 plus 2.
Good. Good.
Right. D6. No strength bonus, so 5 raw.
Oof, I'll take it. Yeah. All right. So the creature is still clearly up and alive and doing his thing. But you got a piece of it though. And it's still coming though. So it's mad. We'll see who's the maddest. This time after Thorgrim is Gurko. Gurko, this thing is directly over you, hovering and looking just evil, smelling evil.
What I'd like to do is, you said I was prone, right? So and it's standing over top of me.
Yep.
So what I want to do is I want to use my mighty deed. I want to try to like somersault, tuck and roll kind of under its legs.
Hell yeah.
And then stand and swing my warhammer backwards at its leg.
Whew. Hashtag golden axes. I want to see you do it.
All right.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know.
I got, let's see. So the deed was good, but my attack was only a 5. That's an 8. Probably not worth spending luck on that one. I'm guessing its AC is a lot bigger than 8. So,
and
all
but you get your D die.
I got a 3 on the deed.
Okay, so the 3 on the deed, I will say that you successfully roll.
Okay.
So he doesn't get a free shot. He's not going to get a free shot on you for breaking out of melee. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But and you're kind of behind it now where it's facing. But you obviously you don't hit. But you're out of there without it actually going for your gut, which was its move.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, cool. So, Dane, it is your turn. It is run past you. The thing is now 40 feet on south of you, and is standing there over Gurko Thunderbeard.
And I mean, does he really look in distress, or does he look like he can take a bit of pain for a moment?
Gurko or the monster? Monster looks like he's cool. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
Gurko's a guy who can take care of himself, I'm sure. Okay, right. No, the real Geet. Dane wants to follow through with what he started last round. His priority is these miners. Now, do they still look like they're a bit entranced?
Yeah, they're still standing there. They're literally, they're in like a queue now. That's like 30 people long in 2 lines that are all waiting to go out of this breach, but they can't because rocks are falling.
And can Dane see his battle axe, or is it buried in the rubble?
Give me a luck check. D20, roll low.
Got it. Roll low. You heard the man. 17. No, I guess no such luck. There goes the axe. Okay. All right.
The curse.
Disobedient dice.
However, what Dane will do is he'll try to make his way to the front of the line. He's got a club, so I mean technically he's still armed, right? But what he's doing is he's kind of pushing through the miners, kind of like hitting them with his shoulders, and he's like, "Wake up, you sun kissers, wake up!" Okay, and he's trying to kind of snap them out of them as he's making his way.
Sun kissers, hell yeah.
What do you call it? The front of the line.
I got you.
So yeah, that's I think that's
All right, so here's what I will. Yeah, I see. So I can say that you're going to use your deed die as a rallying thing to get these guys to snap the hell out of it. Okay, so go ahead and give me that deed die check and try to like get these guys, to do their, to indeed get their crap together.
Can we use luck on deed die?
Yes, you can. Rules is written. You can use luck on any dang thing you like, sir.
Because I rolled a mighty 1, and so I think I need 2 more times, right? 4 to make it happen.
4, I would give on a 3. I'm gonna say they're gonna hesitate for one more round. On a 4, I'm gonna give them another saving throw.
Awesome. You know what? Let's do it. Burn 4 luck, dropping my luck to 8.
Well, if you burn 4 luck, that gives them a 5. I'll give you an automatic on a 5. You go 5 deed die.
Let's do that. Yes. Let's
Right,
snap.
so you burn 4 points of luck.
Drive it like you stole it. Yes.
Right? You know what I mean?
It's a one-shot, guys.
It's a one-shot, baby. Burn it down. All right. So so Dave rolls over there and basically like gives these guys an ass chewing the way only a mind boss can give an ass chewing. He's like, you bunch of son kissing it. You better get back. I'm like, you see, they're like, whoa, what the, whoa. And now they're still disassembled. They're still doing their crap together. But yeah, like you have basically shouted these guys into obedience, and they're gonna both all gonna get their crap together. So excellent, dude. You just saved the miners from walking over there and such. The rocks are starting to stop and fall in this round, and now they made kind of like a 5.5-foot barrier over which you can still see that there is like a gap that leads into whatever space this thing came out of, and you can still see those flames, whatever those hellish flames were from the other side, like dozens of torches over there. You can still see them at the top, but you can still see their light. Their light is lighting up the cavern miserably, but you can't see inside there because of the rock pile you created. That was awesome. It's time for Joffrin. Joffrin, Sal is running, but now this creature is he's like you threw your hammer, so he's actually right by you. So what are you gonna do?
I can use my infravision.
Yeah.
I'm new to my infravision ability. I'm not exactly sure how I can apply that in this situation.
I mean, it's basically with the amount of light that's in here right now, you can fight just as well as if it was daylight. You probably couldn't read something in this light, but you can see perfectly, so you don't have to worry about vision, whatever. You're in melee range. If you have a weapon, a secondary weapon, you can get in there and.
I'm sorry. I'm going to use my spear.
All right.
I can use my spear here, and I'm going to go right for his head.
Go headshot with the spear. I want to see you do it. All right. So far, get him, Joffrin. Make that roll.
So D5, right?
Yep.
+1. I got a 5. +1, 6.
All right. Is that on the? And did you roll your? That's on your D20 and your D die.
No, I didn't roll my 20. So
got to roll the 20, Burrow.
I'm sorry, and I got and 13, so 19 total.
19 total. Yeah. Okay. So that is a big old hit and a 5 on the D die. So Joffrin runs over and stabs this thing in the cranium with his spear. So roll me spear damage +5 plus whatever you have for a strength modifier.
Spear damage is 1d8.
Hey, I got a big thanks for Erratic Buffoonery. Thank you very, very, very much. Appreciate you out there. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. We love you, and we consider yourself a friend of the Game Therapy. Sign up sometime. Come play with us.
So I rolled 6. Damage is a 6 +1 is 7. I don't
+5, which is your D dot +5 on that die. That is another 11 points of damage. So guys, I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. Joffrin Grey Armor is officially putting points on the board. Joffrin runs over and hits this thing in the head, and with a 5 on this head thing, roll me a die 4, please, Bob.
3.
3. All right. For the next 3 rounds, this thing is going to be so disoriented, it's going to take a -1 die on attack rolls, as Joffrin is just literally stabbed the eel part right up where the eel temple would be, and he starts staggering over there. He's still looking around trying to find Gurko. You can see he's looking around like he has been because he ran through his legs and they can't spot him. But like he's just disoriented and staggering and leaving little weird handprints in the ground, big handprints in the ground where his giant big human hand legs are going. Excellent move, bro. And speaking of it was Joffrey. It is his turn. So it whirls around and sees Gurko there and is going to attack. However, he's only going to get a rock and roll die 16 for his attack because, as you'll recall, he just got hit into the brain pan with a spear. Here comes the attack roll. I am going to get a 2 on my die, which is just terrible. Gurko, you remember before when Thorgrim was asking if it looked like he was going to try to maybe snatch another head off? He certainly was, but he did a real crap job of it. Just like he's fast, but he's about a foot away. But you can smell this horrific smell coming off of him. It's brimstone and dead flesh and the sea, but the bad bits of the sea. And he misses you, but he kind of, you're like, wow, and he misses and he can't do it. And then over the miners all look at Dane. They're like, sir, what should we be doing, sir? And the humans are all babbling and like, let's just get the hell out of here. I'm telling you. So
the idea is Dane screams like very authoritatively, says,
yeah,
to safety, get as far away from this creature as possible. And
right.
He's doing this kind of making a show of actually scrambling up the rock side. I'm assuming the rocks have stopped. Yes, it's not
There's the odd one is still falling, but you can climb up there and safety.
He's going to try and kind of be as even-footed as possible. He kind of goes up the mount with 2 objectives in mind. One is to kind of get just at the crest of the rock side, just get a sneak peek in there, and he's not trying to kind of get a layout of whatever's beyond. He's trying to see if there's other creatures there. That's
gotcha.
all.
Right. Okay, and that'll be on your next round because it's monster round this round, and the guys are going on monster round.
I thought you didn't jump back to me.
No, but you can talk though. So when you say that to him, like the foreman's like, you heard the man, grab your shovels, get the heck out of here, back to your case, go. And then he's like, his English is not great, and he's like, humans get out cave now, sirs. And like they don't need to be told twice. So these guys on their round are just grabbing what they can and just hightailing it out of there. And they're just scrambling, they're making as wide a possible berth around this creature and the fight in the middle of the room that they can possibly do on both sides. So that's what we'll come up to next round, and we'll come back to Dane on his thing. Because it's not their turn, it's Dorat. Dorat, you are still in melee range of this thing. You got your sword out, you got your shield out. What are you gonna do?
Gonna hit it again. No, I'm going to hit it for the first time. 12, 13. I'm not going to hit it with my sword, but, I'm feeling much better about the shield bash this time.
Nice.
No, just still practicing, still getting the weight. Ranged weapons is definitely Dorat's thing. He's kind of looking back and regretting dropping that crossbow, but that's what it is.
Yeah. Give me a luck check. D20 roll low.
That would be no.
Yeah. There's one of the miners was running past it, just gracefully jumps over it. Woo! like rather than hand it to you. Just trying to get out of there. Humans, am I right? Am I right, guys? Humans?
Yeah. Humans.
Right.
Lose your mind. You could lose your mind. All right. So, Dorat, you didn't get him, but that's all good though. The fight's going to continue. Thorgrim, you are neck to feather with this guy. What are you gonna do, bro?
It's 4-on-1. We got Gurko, Joffrin, Dorat, and myself. I'm gonna hack at this thing. We gotta take it down.
Oh,
so I'm just gonna whap it with my hand axe one more time.
I want to see you do it.
Didn't make it, but I'm gonna burn luck. So I have a D5 luck die. I rolled 11.
Looking for a 17. 1-7.
Yeah. So I rolled 11 plus 2, so I'm at 13. So I need 4. So I got a 4 on my luck die. Cool. Okay, so that's 17. And then damage. That's it. Just use your luck, Dorat. 5.
Yeah, the clans, with that successful expenditure of luck for a move, the atmosphere changed a little bit in the cavern. Okay, like the clan's luck has very much been an issue, and Thorgrim spending some luck and actually busting it out, like. It feels a little bit, you know what I mean? Like that expenditure of luck at this point, we're starting to see, good things turn around. But we'll We'll come back to that. But you hit it.
I can do this all day.
That was awesome. And it's time for Gurko. Gurko, you are now sort of standing like right under his face, and he's coming at you. You got your weapons. What are you going to do, bro?
Dumakrum is with me, so I'm not scared, even though I'm right at this thing's feet. And this thing's invaded one of our, sanctuaries here. So speaking of sanctuary, I think it's time for the Holy Sanctuary spell.
The Holy Sanctuary.
Let's see how we do here.
I want to see you bust it out, cousin.
Manifests as a beam of light from above. 16 plus 4, we're at 20, which is enemies are compelled to focus their attacks against other targets.
Hell yeah.
But that would really bode not well for my allies, so I think I might want to spend luck to get to the next level.
All right, how many points?
I'd have to spend 4 points, but then I could designate myself and up to 2 allies within 5 feet to be protected.
Sure.
So I'll do that. I'll spend the 4 luck.
All right, it's got to be Joffrin, Thulgrim, or Dorat.
I think Thorgrim and Dorat will go with, because they're kind of right next to me, right?
Awesome.
Okay. And I'm assuming
one
it's...
thing though, I want to say before you spend luck points, we make this like rocks. Before we make this as canon, I think once they, it's immediately dispelled if the cleric attacks or take aggressive action anyway,
or any of the protected allies attacks.
Yeah, so
that's true. It would make it so that my friends could attack. Maybe that's not the best move.
If you keep yourself sanctuary, then you can start healing folks.
I was gonna say I can keep it on myself, not spend luck, and that way, if I need to heal my friends, I can do that, and it takes the focus off of me here.
Cool. Cool.
Try not to be selfish, but you talked me into it.
I mean, you know what? You're the quarterback. You got to keep yourself going.
All right.
You can't heal us if you're dead.
That's true. All right, sounds good. So the beam of light comes from above and shines down on Gurko, and the sanctuary takes effect.
Yeah,
it does get, if it's over 4 hit dice, which I assume it is, it gets a will save to resist the compulsion and be able to attack me.
All right, but
so will save against 20.
But that's only if you're the only target, right?
Well, it just says if it wants to attack me, it's got to make a will save against my spell check to overcome
obviously
the
he
compulsion.
wants to. I'm giving him a roll. I got a hella will save here, kid.
It's a DC 20.
Ooh, 17. I was close. He can't do it. He looks over to you with real murder in his eyes, and then when he can't, that weird snaky eel head turns around and looks at Joffrin. Dum 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 dum. And he's pissed. I mean, I don't mind telling you, he's mad. But you know what though? It's Dane's turn. Dane, you're gonna climb up to the top of the rocks this round. You're muted, bro.
Okay, so just so that my head kind of goes just above the crest.
Yeah.
But the idea is just to get a quick scan, see if there's any other creatures in there. But then the real goal is to turn around, face this opponent that's now kind of like looming over my friends, and I'm technically behind it, and I'm going to start taking pot shots at the back of its head with my
sling. All right. So you're going to climb up there. So I'm going to give me a really easy climb check, DC 5 strength check, because if it's easy, but if you fail, it's going to be bad. So you can go ahead and give me a check.
And that's 6. Okay.
Just make it. All right. So you get up there to the top with the idea of looking over. And here is what you see. You are looking into at first, you're horrified. You are looking at some kind of hellscape. It's like you're at the top of what looks to be a basin. Okay. So like if you were to step through here, you would be on a sharp incline that would eventually come down into a bowl of this huge big room, maybe 300 feet across. You see that there are dozens of tunnels coming from all directions that lead into this thing. And you see these creatures that appear to you to be slaves. They are all wretched looking. You see humans and elves and dwarves and other humanoids, and they're all sort of like, they're chained to their weapon, they're chained to their tools. Some are pushing a cart, they're pushing a cart, and they're all sort of like making their way in from these holes to the center and then back out again. And then your eyes go up to the center, and you see that what these guys are doing all of them are taking what is clearly gold over to the center of this room. Okay. And there's some kind of forge happening over there with a big hot looking press machine and such. And, slaves are working there. You see there's one other random thing like off in the distance that's too big to be a slave that looks like it's beating something. But like in the middle of this thing though, you see, and I'm not exaggerating here, you see a small hill of gold. Certainly more gold than you've ever seen in your whole life or believed to be together at one place at one time. It's crazy. And sitting at the top of it, okay, like imagine this, a pile of gold coins and cups and scepters and crowns, but at the very top of it, okay, there's a gold statue of this winged woman with one arm up. Imagine like the greatest bowling trophy of all time, 6 foot tall, and like solid gold covered in gems. Please give me a willpower check, D20, and add your willpower on top of that. Tell me what you get.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. 5.
Rock and roll 5. Okay. That gold is going to be yours. You just got to figure out how. You just need to figure out what the best way for it to happen is. But that gold is going to be yours.
I like this. Great. So, do I feel compelled to act immediately to go towards the gold, or
well, you can play it smart. You can have a long-term plan for this. You know what I'm saying? But it is going to be yours. That's the gold is the priority right now, on top of absolutely beating everything else.
Okay, just save the miners. I'm the only guy that knows what's in here. I was going to attack the creature in the back of the head. No, sir, my priorities have changed. I really want to block this tunnel now and be the only one who knows what's behind it. So, I look for my axe. Or actually,
it's sitting there.
There are mining tools. There are mining tools as well around, right?
Yeah. I'll say people grab most everything. You can give me. I'll say you can find a pick and a shovel. So left behind.
If you don't mind, Brendan, what I really want to find is a support beam that I can knock down to bring the rest of this thing down. And I'm going to take my time to do it. So even if it takes longer than a round,
sure.
Okay.
What I really want is for you to make me a luck check to find me if we're there yet. So go ahead and D20 and roll low.
I got, sir, an 11.
Are
we comparing against my modified luck score, right?
You want to roll low under your luck.
Right. Yeah, my modified luck.
Well, your total, what's your luck stat right now?
It was 12. I used 4 points, so it's at 8.
So you certainly can't do it quickly. You know what I'm saying? There are pillars around there, but you're going to have to dig around and figure it out. So you're working on that this round.
Yes, that's what Dane will do. Start working on.
So Dana's there doing it. All right, cool. So fight is going to continue. It is Joffrin. Joffrin, this creature is looking at you like it's ready to snatch your brain out of your skull. What are you going to do about it?
Do I still have access to my Warhammer?
No, not unless you stretch Armstrong. That thing is like, yeah.
I like to make a shield bash then.
All right. I'll tell you what, if you don't have another weapon, you can make a D20 shield bash at this thing if it's your only attack.
I have a staff.
Oh, yeah, you can bust your staff out and
give
him a little bit of double karate staff thing. You know.
A little kung fu on him before it's known to the world.
Yeah, get him, Grasshopper.
So I roll my 20?
Yep, make your D20 check and add your D die plus your strength for your staff attack.
That's a 9 plus D5.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Plus 1. And then, am I at 13? 14?
14. 14 is going to miss with that one. You're looking for a 17. So that's going to miss, but you can still go ahead. Everybody's like, dodge, starts, parry, starts. But you can still make your shield bash. So roll a D14 and that same D die and your strength modifier.
7 My strength modifier is 1 is 8.
Yeah.
D5, right? Plus.
Well, the same. You use the same D the same number you got on your first D die. You use that for your second attack as well.
So that was a 5.
So that's an 8. It's a 13. I'm thinking.
13.
Yeah, that's gonna miss too. But you're in there swinging and battling. But you will put up a respectable amount of damage against this thing. So don't feel like don't feel like you ain't doing it. You're doing it. All right. So a fight is going to continue. It is its turn. Joffrin, here is what happens. He throws up his tail again. This is for Joffrey. I'm gonna say he can't get everybody because you're kind of surrounding him. So I'm gonna roll randomly, see who is not in this. Gurko, you don't like. You're on the others, like on the back side of him, with him sort of like showing his tail to everybody else. The rest of you, when you guys look at it, like for a moment, all of you see something different. You guys all see like your fondest wish being showed in there. It's like, you with your own castle and you with like a 100-line long generation of sons and daughters to keep your name going. Whatever your character's fondest wishes. Thorgrim being the king of the city and like the chief thief of the whole world. But go ahead, everybody, go ahead and please give me a willpower save, DC 14.
It's not looking good.
All right. So everybody who failed that, you are going to spend, we don't know how many rounds, but a certain number of rounds, you are going to stand there and you are susceptible to this thing's suggestions. But he doesn't tell you to do anything other than stand there. So you were all there fantasizing about and like literally seeing these visions of like your life as it could be. So Dorat failed. Thorgrim, you failed. And how'd you do, Joffrin?
I had a 3.
Yeah, that's 3 big fails there, guys. All right. It is officially looking grim over there on the player side. But I believe in y'all. So we will see what is fixing to happen. So Dorat standing there. Thorgrim standing there. Gurko. It's looking pretty grim there, buddy. This thing is standing there. And you can see like Thorgrim is like drooling. Dorat's like literally counting gold on his fingers that only he can see. Like, Joffrin's imagining himself killing other like regular sized peacocks because now he's got it in his head. So what you gonna do?
About to collapse a tunnel.
Dane's like.
What you're telling me is that everybody else is now preoccupied.
If I'm lying, I'm dying, Gurko. Yeah, man. They're
I feel like I don't have much choice here. I mean, I have the sanctuary, but that's not going to do any good if I can't do anything to help my friends. I don't know of anything specific. What I'm going to do is I'm going to invoke divine aid to try to break all of my friends from this spell. So,
all right.
Whatever, I don't know. I mean, that imparts an automatic 10.
I got it. You know what, dude? I got it already in my head, man. So you go ahead and make your check.
All right. So automatically.
Hey guys, listen. Hey, if you're watching out there, okay, everybody can go ahead. The next, you got like 30 seconds. I'm gonna count it down. Everybody who says I believe in Gurko can give him a +1 on his modifier there. Counting down.
I believe in Gurko.
No, you gotta type it. You gotta be in the chat.
Can't find it.
Oh, we lost someone.
Oh, 13. Neck and neck. That's 2. Oh, that's 3. We're counting down. 4. 10 seconds. 9. 8. 7. Shut up, Mom and 24 cousins. 5. 4. What? That's 5. 3. 2. 1. Okay, that's it. We're gonna call it there with that last one from Gabi Agare. That's awesome. So add a +5 on your check for that one because everybody, the love of Doomacroom is in the room with you, my friend.
All right, +5, automatic +10 on my disapproval range for later.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're loving that, I know.
I mean, loving it. You know what? I am loving a good story, which you are contributing to, and I'm grateful
indeed.
for it.
All right. Let's see. Here we go. All right. Ugh. Okay, I've got 11 plus my level plus my personality. That's a 15. Is that good enough to break the charm? Or do I need to
15,
spend
huh?
some luck?
Yeah. How many points of luck you willing to spend?
Oh, you're not going to tell me my target? I see how it is.
Yeah, I learned from the best, Kojo. I learned from the best.
Uh-huh. That's fine. That's fine.
Beautiful.
Use my own way against me. That's fine. I'll spend 5 points of luck to get that bad boy to a 20.
All right, on a 20, here's what happens. Dorat, you are broken out and you are enraged and have the power of Dubakrum. You're furious. So you get to make your +1 die next round on all your attack rolls. Thorgrim, same thing. You are pissed. You can't believe this thing is trying to tell you. Joffrin, you are also mad. You have snapped out of it because of the power of Dubakrum, and you get to add a die on your next die. Dane, you are standing over there and you are also snapped out of it. And suddenly you realize that you are abandoning your brothers of your clan in order to try to to figure out a way to rip all this money off. And you look down there and it looks real unsavory too. Like you have this moment of like, goodness gracious. So that's where we're at. So everyone is snapped out. Thank you, everybody who is watching. I appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you.
Especially
Yes.
Hanajar, especially your mom's sister. Han, that's you, isn't it? Man.
Well played.
That was awesome. Yeah. There were certain, let's just put it this way. I might have said yes to that, but this is actually hot tea. So catch me on New Year's Eve. I'll give you a +24. All right. So anyway, so you are snapped out, and like suddenly the whole place is lit up with this, and you feel like the power of Dubakrum like passes through everyone. Like, no, that was awesome. It's a brilliant move, Kojo. Well done, and thank you for chat room. And the fight is going to continue, and it's the top of the order. Dane, what the heck were you thinking?
Exactly. So Dane sits there and he wallows in his shame for all of 2 seconds, but then he turns around, loads up his sling, and now continues doing what he originally wanted to do. He's going to aim for the back.
No. Gotcha.
Oh wait, and you said I do see my battle axe sort of sticking out of the rubble there.
Yeah.
So
didn't you make that? Didn't you make that luck check?
Yeah, and I kind of bungled it though.
Oh, you did? Oh, yeah. So no, it's around. But you know what? You have access to a military pick. It's not really a fighting weapon, but it'll do a die 4 if you hit someone with it. But it's only a D16 to hit. It's not made to be a fighting weapon. You know what I'm saying? So
I have a club still. I have a club
still.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still
armed. I could engage in melee, but I think given how far away I am now, because it moved forward, right? So I'm guessing I'm approximately 40 feet away. I mean, maybe you can.
He ran all the way up to where Gurkha was. You're 60 feet away.
60 feet away. And do I have range with sling? Can I make the attack?
That's still short range. I'm almost positive. I think maybe it's medium. I'm checking. Sling is 40, 80, 120. So you're -1 to hit. Because you're at medium range. No.
Does being higher up off the ground confer any kind of advantage to Dane, or to offset maybe that penalty? Because if not, maybe what's better to do is to actually move forward 20 feet, get into range, and then attack with the sling.
Yeah, it will not. We're not Jedis here, so obviously the high ground is only going to get you so much. But you can.
He believes it. He's the Jedi minor dwarf.
Okay. Is that the Jedi? Are you going to use the Jedi mind trick? Because all right, you're going to see what I did there. Y'all see.
And then I will get it.
You can move up 20. So for your move action, you can move 20 feet and then take a regular D20 shot.
That's perfect.
Give me a sling attack.
That's what he does. So here we go. That is appalling. I think I might have just killed a bat hanging off a stalactite. Oh my god. Yeah, total there is but I didn't roll my D.
I got to roll the D.
Right. So let's do that. Let's see if that makes a difference. Got a 3 on that. So 3 and 5 and 8 plus the that's it.
10. Yeah. So y'all hear as Joffrin's sow takes one of the hindquarters. It's still okay, but it's running for the hills at this point, man. We don't even know.
Sorry,
All All right, so that's going to miss, and we're going to keep moving on. Speaking of Joffrey, it is your turn. You have snapped out of it. You have righteous rage. So you can roll a D24 for your attack roll with your regular weapon and a D16 for your shield bash this round.
16, 6, 22, and a D.
Boom. And a D,
D8, right?
year.
And I got a 3, so 20. 27 by my count?
Big number.
Am I right? Did I lose it?
No, I mean, I'll tell you who's fixing to lose it. My man's fixing to lose some hit points. Go ahead and roll me damage and give me your staff damage plus your D die plus your strength mod as you go upside this thing's head.
So 1d4, 3 plus 1 plus my deed, which is a D4, right?
Yeah.
My sheet.
I'm reading the comments. They're killing me over here. They're funny. So
I'm sorry. I got 8 total.
8 total. Yeah, man. Little John, eat your heart out. All right, it's still up. But you put a staff up in this thing's head. Katak. And you can make a D16 shield bash attempt since you're still +1 die. Add the same number you got in your D die there and add your strength modifier and try to whack this thing.
13 plus my,
Plus your D die, the same number you got in the last D
D5?
die. Yep, that same D5, and then your strength modifier.
5, I believe it was 5.
I think it was. Sounds right.
I think I'm at 14. I hope someone is checking my math about
It sounds right. That's going to miss.
maybe
It was
one too many.
it was a mighty shield bash attempt. But that's all right. All right, so that's not going to hit, but you're in there. You are scrapping and feeling the power of Doom Macroom, and that, my friends, after Joffrey, is when the creature goes. So it's got one more round of D16 attack. It is going to try to. I still can't get Gurko, so I'm going to try to snatch Joffrey's head off. We're still fighting, dude. I'm so mad. I'm going to
Bring it on.
+8. Finally, that's a total of a 16. Is that going to get you?
Say that again.
Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you're going to take 14 points of damage. But also, give me a fortitude save, DC 13 fortitude save. See how you do. D20 plus fortitude modifier. You want a 13 or better.
So I got a 12 plus my which modifier?
Your fortitude saving throw.
12 plus 3, I got 15.
Okay, so he doesn't. He tries when he hits you. He tries to actually lift you up, and he didn't do enough to kill you. So he's trying to snatch you up, but you stand your ground, dwarf style. You aren't taking it. You just stay there. You root yourself, and he cannot get you into the air. I will say this round, you are seeing the tail end of the miners are all now making their way out of there and such. And the last one who's still in the room with y'all is the foreman, who is just like, yeah, go, and ordering them out on Dane's orders. It's like kicking them all out. I know, right? Yeah, I mean, it's a 30-foot tall giant peacock, Jess. It's from hell. It's got hella hands. You know what I mean? That's not even half what Joffrey's done to me so far this game, okay? So I owe somebody some extra crispy. So that's all right, though. You know what, though? It's Dorat. It is your turn. You have not gone yet, so you are +1 die for this entire round. What are you going to do, cousin?
I'm going to bust out the lucky dice in that case.
Lucky dice.
Because
Are these your new ones from the Kickstarter?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're going in again with the short sword, which I don't have to tell you the numbers, right? It doesn't go well, I think. I just rolled a 5.
Let me see.
No. It wasn't a fumble.
If the number looks like a toasty soldier, then I need to know. Other than that, we good to go.
Okay. All right. So let's forget the sword attack. Let's concentrate on the might of Dorat's mighty shield bash, which also goes a little bit wide, but he burns a couple of points of luck and he hits the beast in the face
Gotcha.
with the shield as it's. Yeah!
And now, how many total points of luck though? Because I'm keeping a run in total on those.
I've just spent 2.
Okay, cool. That's cool. All right, give me that damage. And once again, y'all feel the clan's fortunes kind of rising a little bit as you guys are, you know what I mean, sort of sacrificing your luck for the good of the clan.
4 points of damage with the big die.
Boom! It's still up. It's kind of staggered back, but you know, it's that just took one of the shafts. So it's looking bad, but it is still up. And that's when Thorgrim Rockbreaker, furious, power dwarves, feeling the mines. What are you gonna do, man?
Yes, if furious and strong, but actually feeling a little crafty. This thing's not going down, and I'm but one little axe. So I'm gonna grab my 50 feet of rope, hand the end of it to Dorat. Say, you really gotta concentrate on using your sword there a little better, buddy. Hold this. And I want to try to tumble between this thing's legs as it's kind of stumbling backwards and just like AT this thing and topple it to the ground. And I'm going to burn as much luck as I need to get that thing down. So
I got you. All right, so go ahead and give me an agility check. But I want to say something right here. Okay.
Yeah.
If you get a natural 1 on your agility check, I am going to use my first claw attack of the game automatically. My claws have their own special rules that I wrote down. And I've been dying to bust them out, but I haven't had the opportunity. I was going to get him when I had Gurko down. I was going to go for it, but I haven't done it yet. So if you get a 1, it's going to be
1 in 20. All right, let's find out.
You know he's gonna roll a 1.
Well, I rolled a 4, but I do have luck to burn, and I'm feeling lucky. So I'm going to burn 4 points of luck here.
Was that? Did you roll your D24?
No, I did not. I rolled D20.
You didn't roll a D20. It's like you're spitting in Dumakrum's face. Roll a D24 for me, man.
All right. D24 keeps rolling. 23. So I'll still burn luck. I really want to get this thing down on the ground. I want this thing like face down, tied up, trust like a hog.
You want to burn luck on damage?
What's that?
You want to burn luck on damage then?
Oh, are you allowing me damage for toppling this thing? Then yes, I will.
Oh my god, yeah. I'm saying you're gonna do like 1 point plus whatever you roll upon some luck for this thing.
Yeah.
So,
okay, cool.
but here's the thing: you got a 23 or 24.
23.
All right, I am going to take a reflex saving throw against your number there because I mean he's 30 foot tall. I might just step out of it like whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Here comes that check. Ooh, I gotta go to the notes. Got me close. I had a plus. That's my crappy save, though. Yeah. Oh, so close. Actually, not 17. I thought I was better than that. All right. So he's going to take 1 point plus whatever you burn for luck on damage.
Okay. So do I get my full luck die for damage addition here, or you just okay? Sweet. Then I'm going to burn 4 points and try to bring this thing down. So 4d6.
Not one of those mean luck GMs.
Yeah. Got 2, 6, 11. And I got 17.
No. So here's what happens. So Thorgrim goes and like wraps this thing's leg up, gets that luck check, pulls this thing tight. Dorat's like has the rope, doesn't even know why. It gets yanked. He hangs on to it. The dude goes down and just eats it. And like it's still up, but like it looks like crap now. It's literally like doing terribly. And it's prone. So Gurko, if you wanted to get in there and do something now, you're plus 40 hit.
Oh, that would.
And you got to deep dive. Plus 4.
That would void my sanctuary, though.
I'm saying.
I don't know. Well, it's either that or I go to my friend Joffran and try to heal him since he took 14 points of damage. Joffran, what are you down to in hit points?
I'm not sure. I got 14 damage. Is that what we're telling you?
Yeah, you took 14.
And that would be my. I think I'm down to 3.
Oh, geez. I think I should heal. I think my friends have this in hand now that the thing's on the ground. So I'm actually going to keep my sanctuary and I'm going to go heal Joffran with lay on hands.
Oh, make a roll.
Yeah. So.
The Kojo luck.
Yeah, there it is. It's always the lay on hands that gets me with the cleric. So because my disapproval range is now up to an 11, I'm going to incur deity disapproval. I think I've asked too much of Dumakrum.
I heard that. What'd you actually get your number?
I actually got a 6, which means I roll 6d4 on the table.
Go ahead and do it, man, and we'll see how it goes.
It's gonna be good, that's for sure. Looks like a 12 on the table.
All right, so here's the deal, man. The gods, Dumakrum speaks on to you, and you are officially given a quest. And when this is all, like, you are now your life of wandering is over. You need to dedicate yourself to Clan Steelgoat North, and you are going to make this his chief temple on the entire continent, and attract followers and build it all up here. All of the money that you earned from whatever is going to be dumped back into building your temple, as you have been given consider yourself geesed.
Got it. Thank you.
Are you sure you're pronouncing that right?
I am not, sir.
Let's not open that can of worms again.
Right.
All right, so Dane, off the top ropes, you just charged up. You're only 40 feet away. If you wanted to go for a full charge attack, I'll give you a melee hit with your club.
Fantastic. I'm so glad you offered. I was actually thinking of doing that. What I would really like to do, or what Dane would really like to do, when you, since it's like down on the floor and prone, when you stub your toe on the leg of a table or like at the edge of a door, it brings a tear to your eye. It doesn't do a lot of damage as such, but it hurts. It hurts so much. Kind of, you stand still. That's what I want to do with the club. I want to get over there while it's prone on the ground, go to one of its manky hand claw things, and I'm going to stub it with that thing, with that claw.
All right, you're going to stub this thing's toe. I'll tell you what, I have never seen a deed die used to manually apply a toe stub. You are cruel. I want to see you do it. Bust it out. Give it a check.
You got it. So here's the D20 and the D5 rolled on top of that. I got a total of, that's it. A total of 18.
Oh, yeah. What'd you get the deed? What was the actual deed?
The 4.
4. Oh, yeah, you hit him right on the spot there where the claw meets I think that's the cuticle. Is that the cuticle? He hits him in the cuticle, dude. It's a cuticle strike. Give me damage.
A tear in its eel eye. That's what I want to see.
All right, give me damage. Give me damage.
You got it. Here's the damage. So it's just a D4 plus 2 plus deed.
Oh no, sorry. Cuticle hit. Yeah, man. I think look on your character sheet, see what your cuticle die and table is.
You want to know what my critical?
No, I was making a cuticle joke. So
okay.
Go ahead and just roll me down. See?
Sorry.
Roll me down. I know it's late. I know it's late where you are.
10 points of damage total.
Okay, that's it. So here's what happens. Dan runs over and just gets it just so, whoop-pow, with the club and gets him off this. And there's like a sound goes off in here, like 2 coconuts dropping off a DC-10 and landing onto a steel plate. And this creature dies, sucking his finger. Now falls over. God, what did I have my hand in? Excuse me. God, almighty.
Let's see, my poison roll worked.
That's horrifying. Right? I like singer about the moon and the June and the swinger. What the hell happened? No, I'm kidding. Yeah, that was horrifying. I think I was petting the dog a long time. Oh, it was the cat. Kissing cat here. God, cat. Am I right? All right. So this creature dies. Dane runs over there and cuticles this thing to death. Awesome. Right? Just call him Stubby. And he is going to, thank you for that, Mort. And he is going to, he's laying there dead. And now the only people in the room are you guys. You see that, for his credit, old Gelzer, who is standing 5 feet away from all that, is steady as a rock. And he looks over, is like, is it dead then?
I'd say it's dead.
He kind of walks over. He pokes it with his big old walking stick. This creature does not bode well. we must. What he looks over at Gurko and he says, "What he has violated this sacred place on a holy day, Gurko. What shall we do?"
And if Dane can sort of jump in before Gurko answers, and he says, and not only violated our clan, it's worse than that.
Is it? How so, Dane Ordax of Clan
They've-
Steelgoat North?
He says they've made slaves of other clans and other races.
Slaves?
It's not pretty behind that rock slide.
You must show us.
Yes. Gentlemen, I would see all those who would put those to work without fair wage put to axe and hammer. Now, I have to go lay down. This has been much too much excitement for me. But I trust that you'll all do well today. He says, you've all done very well. And then he staggers off back towards the, the foreman comes over and gets his arm, and he looks over at Dane, and he's like, and then he kind of staggers back out of there. So now it is all of you guys have been sent there to keep this, to keep this thing, to contain this and to figure out what's going on. And he has tasked you with finding out who indeed is keeping slaves and to put them to axe and hammer. What are y'all gonna do?
Well, I think before we do anything else, I probably should try another lay on hands on our friend Joe Fran if he's down to 3 hit points.
Do it up.
And Dane will probably look.
Oh, nat 20.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Gurko,
Yeah,
Is
give me
that,
that roll.
my
All
brother.
right. Nat 20. So that's apologies. So 20 is going to be, are you lawful, Joe Fran?
Yes, I am lawful.
Okay, that's 4 dice healing.
Okay, so roll him 4d10 and keep the highest 3.
Keep the highest 3.
Yeah, we're using the DCC rule. Cha-ching.
Oh, okay. So 10, 9, 7 looks like 26. 26 points of healing, or up to your max, I would assume.
Okay.
Dumakroom smiles on me.
Nice. All right.
Is there anybody else that was hurt? I can't remember.
I don't think I even got anybody else. You got knocked down in the dirt, but you're fine.
My sow is still hurt.
Dumakroom does not approve of lay on hands for farm animals. That's an unholy act.
Yeah, that's an unclean animal. Good, call back when he's been reduced to red meat on the bone.
Right.
Y'all, with the quote, what's up? Hashtag LOTR. All right, so awesome. So all right, you guys are there. Dane, you had something.
Yes, please. 2 things, actually. What Dane wants to do first is recover his weapon. And I think if Joffrin threw his hammer at
Yes,
guys,
yes.
just grab your
You
stuff.
can get,
But as we're walking towards the thing, before they can look in, I think Dane will also warn them about the 6-foot-tall bowling trophy that can kind of mess with your mind. So you're going to see some amazing stuff. Just don't look at that. That's kind of the idea.
Okay.
All right. So we're all going to concentrate on not checking that out. So all right. So Dane comes back with his battle axe. He hands Joffrin his warhammer, and then a bunch of y'all walk up there. So now there's a breach in the wall. There's about a 5-foot barrier there. There's dust all over the place. The closer you get, like you can feel the heat kind of coming out of this room. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're standing next to the kitchen. We get there to the barrier. What are y'all gonna do?
The tunnel looks stable as it is currently. So there was a collapse and it came from the other side. And then there's additional damage that kind of came from Dane hucking down some rock. I just want to take a cursory look and, we're all dwarves. We should have some kind of ability to.
Everybody can give you a D20 check and add your
engineer.
add your character level and your character level and your intelligence modifier.
Yeah.
I just realized that Dane's not the brightest bulb in the chandelier. All right.
I rolled a 15, but I don't have a modifier. Sorry.
I got a 15.
Yes.
And
No modifier.
shaken from battle, 10.
Yeah, I mean, you're still like, whatever. So, Gurko, you got a 4 for Dane. And what'd you get for Dorat, Bruce?
13.
All right, so 15 keeps it. So, I mean, it certainly is unstable. It's not going to fall any minute here, but you can tell that you have broken through to a retaining wall into a larger area over there. This whole thing, if you're going to have to block this thing off artificially. You're thinking like the bare minimum. This is going to call for, wet rock treatment, cement, brick wall, pillars, or something. Something in order to do that. And also, but this is also like, and here's the bad part, this is directly where that vein of silver was heading. And almost like it was directing you towards this wall specifically.
All right. Well, it looks safe enough to investigate further.
I would like to cast Detect Evil before we go further.
All right. Please make me a detect end.
And if successful, that lasts for 6 turns, so that can continue projecting ahead of us as we go. But all right.
Yep.
And that's a 1. Awesome.
I like New York in June.
So,
Kojo, I'd
failure.
like you can roll me a D4 in additional.
At least I suppose I'm going to fail. 1 is the best failure to have right about now.
Yeah.
Right,
This is
'cause
the best
clerics
failure you
don't-
could possibly.
Clerics don't lose the spell on a 1, right?
No.
There's no corruption. It's a 1 on the disapproval die.
Yeah. When this is all over, you are to seal yourself up and spend 10 minutes in prayer once you guys have figured out what your move is.
All right. Well,
And obviously, your disapproval also increases. What do you have? 13 now?
yeah, 1 up to 13.
That's some raw numbers, kid. But I believe in you, man.
Yeah. Go big or go home.
No, did Gelzer instruct us to seal this up? It sounded like you were describing that we need to.
No, you were asking how to shore it up. I thought. Am I right?
Yeah, the tunnel itself. Just wanted to assess whether or not.
As far as safety. I said your engineering skills, or whoever got the 15. I think it was actually Gurko.
Joffrin,
was telling him to like you're going to have to reinforce all this and seal it back up. And,
okay. So for now it's rough, and we'll just travel through. I think.
Yeah.
Well, anyone feeling brave? Anyone with a shield or high AC, or do you want someone sneaky to go through?
Brendan, is there still kind of like a hustle and bustle of activity as people are kind of coming in and out from the side tunnels towards the center of the basin?
You gotta
Like
go
when
over and
we travel
take a
down
look?
kind of like into the basin, would we be?
No one's traveled any.
Are there nooks we can hide in?
I see what you're saying. So, as you you haven't gone back up there and looked again. I'm assuming, right? But as you recall, the way it looks, I mean, going down in that basin, if you were crafty, if you wanted to take your time and go down there and go rock to rock, there's definitely a way you could get very, very close to the center of it, and be like not far from the area where they are without, if you're even semi careful without being seen. You feel like you can get up, pretty close, if you watch yourselves.
Well, Thorgrim will happily sneak through the tunnel and take with the warning being provided already, perhaps avoid directly looking at this statue Dane has described. But if we want to take a closer look through, I'm happy to sneak. Thorgrim volunteers to sneak through and report back on what lies beyond the tunnel, past the ramp of rocks we've collapsed.
Yeah.
All
right.
And
So,
while he's sneaking, I'm going to engage in my 10 minutes of prayer on his behalf.
Gotcha. You will pray for Thorgrim's his safety and health. Gotcha.
I'm certain I'll need it. Yeah. Okay. So I'll just make a sneak silently. Got +8, so I have 11. With that, he'll not too silently scuffle some rocks over as he moves through the tunnel.
Gotcha. Yeah, you got an 11. So you climb over this thing, and it's as Dane described. This is a huge, big area. There are dozens of caves that are leading into it. You see chained up slaves who are pushing through like their stuff over to there and like shoving it through, and then like it's hundreds of them are making their way in. They're dropping off gold, and they're making their way. And it looks like they're mostly bringing in gold objects. Like you see, like a guy, three guys are shoving this giant cart just piled with treasure, like gold armor and things. They're dumping it off, and then actually, you're an engineer. It looks like what they're doing is they're taking this gold, smelting it there near the center, minting coins with it, and then throwing it in the pile. Are you looking at the pile?
I was warned not to look at the pinnacle of it, but yeah, I am taking a general. I mean, of course, I'm a thief. I cannot miss the allure of gold. So
yeah, give me a luck check. D20.
Yeah.
Roll your luck.
Not 20.
Ooh. All right. So you're like, well, it'll be fine as long as I don't look at that statue. Give me a willpower save, cuz.
Alrighty. Okay, not so bad this time. 17.
17. Okay, so you are steady. The 17, you're steady as a mountain is what it is. So like you see it, and you've been warned, and you feel its allure, and like you have this moment of like picturing it like in your apartment, and you're like bringing people over to see your giant big gold lady with the gems and whatnot. But you're like, no. You kind of snap out of it, but for a moment there. I mean, it's all the money. It's all the money. So, but you look around, and then you kick a rock, make a bunch of noise, and hear this intruders, and yeah, that's yeah.
Gotta go.
Yeah. So here is what happens. You see that. Oops, the wrong direction. You see that there are two creatures. Oh, sorry, I'm new. You see two creatures who are coming at you. These things have they look like sort of squat-bodied, 5 foot tall. They have the heads of vultures. They have regular hands. They have little demonic wings and hooves. And they see where you are, and like they're getting ready to like leap over at you and make a wing-assisted leap in your direction there, Stealth. So go ahead and give me a initiative. Everybody can roll me in an initiative check as these things are coming in. And hey, I'm back on form with a 3 on initiative. So
Awful.
I got 13.
got a 13 for Joffron. What'd you get, Dane?
20. Where's my initiative modifier?
Look at you.
Yeah, I rolled another nat 20 on initiative.
Big numbers. So you're probably a 20.
Yes, I am. That's right. I had no modifier. That's right. I remember.
Yeah.
20.
All right, Thorgrim.
19.
19 for Thorgrim, also up there. All right, Barus.
Also a 19.
Also a 19. Who has the high initiative agility out of y'all two?
I got +1 at 14.
I'm on 17.
There you go.
All right,
17.
so Dorat's going to go first, and then
17
Thorgrim.
dwarf? Man.
Yeah.
Nimble little dwarf.
Told you I was better with ranged weapons.
I guess so.
Dorat's all kinds of slick. And then Gurko, last but never least.
2.
Well, I mean, last, definitely, though. I gotta like go all the way to the bottom of the page.
Yeah.
If this is hard to read now, so if I screw up, holler at me. Okay, cool. All right, so you were last time. All right, it's Dane. You can go first. You hear the screeching of these demonic creatures from the other side of this little retainer wall over there, and it sounds like you clearly hear the word in common. Somebody yells "intruder," and that is what you hear. So you can go first.
So one of these creatures shouted intruders, or was it somebody else?
You hear from the other side of that wall that you created that that there is shouting out there that someone yelled at, but you don't know what's.
But I can't identify that person. Okay.
Yeah.
And sorry, because I think I dropped off for a minute there. So am I understanding it correctly that Thorgrim kind of ventured in?
Yeah,
and,
Thorgrim went in to sneak on ahead, and he might have snuck better, all things considered. He didn't sneak so hot.
Right. So now he's being beset upon by these vulture.
For you, entities unknown, but yeah. You,
Right,
the audience and I know, and Thorgrim.
Gotcha. But
My only warning is
we do see an assailant. To Dane, it looks like he's going to be attacked, right? He's going to need help.
He sees an assailant. Yeah, you hear yelling.
Okay. So I don't see that he's being attacked. Oh, man.
No, you're on the other side of the wall. You made.
Luck in battle, friend.
What are you gonna do?
Well, I think Dane's watching, because I mean, I guess I'm far away enough that I don't know that he tripped off and locked. But you said I did hear somebody say intruder, right?
You heard. Yeah, you heard.
Then the game's up. Okay, so Dane's like, we got to get in there. So he'll kind of pop over and start.
All right, give me a DC 5 strength check to climb the retainer wall there.
You got it.
That you created.
Okie dokie. It's 18 total. So
thank you, Jess. Yeah, you get an 8. Yeah, you make it over there, no problem for your move action, and you see some 50 feet off. You see Thorgrim is down there, and on the a far side of the basin, you see these two demons as described: vulture heads, linebacker bodies. They've got little tiny wings. They got hooves. They look furious, and they're getting ready to launch themselves at Thorgrim. And you can see all of the slaves now who are in there who are all like, "Oh, help us! Help us!" A lot of that kind of thing going on.
Can I still use my deed die on this, even though I didn't make an attack necessarily? Is that still possible?
I want to hear what's the.
The thought is this: there's 2 of them, 1 of him. Okay, so I figure maybe I can do another kind of. Not rally as such, but I want to maybe taunt 1 of them so that it pays attention to me and they don't gang up on him.
Absolutely, you can do that. You are going to challenge them.
Right.
Yeah, I got it. So just give me a deed die and let's see how you do.
2. I guess that's not enough for it to actually trigger, right? So I'll burn 1 luck.
Yeah.
To give me the minimum 3, right?
Yep, I will say that on a 3, I will say that 1 of them is like, "Oh, you want some of this too, huh?" So 1 of them is going to actually come your way rather than jump on Thorgrim and probably kick him to death with his little hooves. Little trotters. I'm going to put a little trotter in the boot. Put a little trotter in. All right, so we'll see how that's going to work out. But that's awesome. On your go, that's what you do. So Thorgrim, these things are coming for you, but they're not there yet. They're like far off. They're like maybe. Like 100 feet over and getting ready to
jetpack launch. Yeah.
Jetpack launch. Exactly. Little wings. So what are you gonna do?
Oh, is Dorat in front? Because he had higher deck or higher agility. I thought Dorat beat me on the. We had the same Enigma. Or rather.
Oh, you're right. My bad. I got that. Dorat,
Yeah.
you're first. Same thing. What are you gonna do?
Okay, I'm going to boost myself over the wall, following Dane. I'm going to dash on my stumpy little legs, I guess just 20 feet. I'm going to squat down and I'm going to bring my crossbow up. Can I see enough to get a shot off? If not...
Yeah, I will say, yeah. If you give me a DC 5 strength check to get up to the top of this thing. And if you get there, you can kind of lay across the top there and take a prone shot from... You'll actually have cover if one of them has a ranged weapon. So you can go ahead. There are 2 of them. And they are they're nowhere near as big as those last things.
Okay, so the one that is closing on Thorgrim, not the one that's closing on Dane, because they've split up now. I'm going to take a shot at that. That is a 15 with a 3 on my deed die. My deed aiming for a wing, hoping that with 1 wing damage, it's not going to stay in the air.
Nice. So what'd you get on the deed die total?
3 on the deed.
Yeah, that's going to hit him. So give me damage, and I'm going to say that that will do enough where he will not be able to make it on this round, and will have to come the rest of the way next time.
Sure. Okay, so that's just 4 damage.
Still though. All right, so you zap that one, and it actually like rips right through his tiny little wing, like, and he's like, eh! He's still coming, but it slows him down, and he's having to really get some of this action in there, and is like stumbling all over himself at this point. They're still coming though. Thorngrim, you see the one that was headed towards you is now just took a crossbow bolt to the wing. So what you gonna do?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow it up with a hand crossbow, and maybe we can bring this guy down. So
Gotcha.
I'll just whip mine out, level it out, and try to hit him from distance.
Here, -1.
All right. So I got 17 minus 1, 16 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
All right.
I'm assuming the same guy that got hit last time.
Yes, correct. The one that was flying directly towards me that Dorat just went for. So D4, a mighty 1.
A mighty 1. But you know what? That's your one. No one can take that away from you.
It's a hit.
You don't add agility to the range damage on a crossbow, do you?
No.
No. Yeah.
Hey, it's worth a try.
Yeah, sure. No, you had your personality modifier. And wait,
Yeah, right, sure.
Which feats do you have? Do you have the expert crossbow feat? Because I'll come over there right now, put my foot up your behind. I'm kidding, y'all. You know I got love for it.
I'll burn a
Hey,
luck if that's available.
Do these dwarves get like racial bonuses or anything? Because hey, that's a hot topic.
I got you. Racial bonus.
It's a hot topic this week. I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Yeah. He gets the American racial minus against disease saving throws. So anyway, moving on. Moving past that. Yeah, if you want to, you can burn luck for damage. You can always burn luck for damage.
Cool. All right, I'll add one in. So here comes. It's an additional 4, so a total of 5.
Boom. Yeah, he is. I mean, luckily you got like hit him center of mass with that crossbow bolt dart. He takes that to the gut and looks like, "Arr!" He's still mad though. He has limbered this whip and is like flying up and like swinging it around at you and coming down out of the sky with it. But he doesn't go yet. It's time for Joffrin. Joffrin, you have not yet gone over the wall. Are you going to go over the wall?
I am definitely going to join my brother dwarves
Nice.
over the wall.
DC 5 strength check to get over the wall in 1 round.
4.
4, huh? Yeah, feel like burning a point of luck on that?
Yes, I have 1 point of luck.
There you go.
I'll use that.
Burn you a luck point. It's rough. You almost trip over Dorat, who's like leaning against it, but you manage to summit. And you can see these creatures coming down at Thorgrim, Dane, and Dorat. What are you going to do?
How far away am I?
From the monsters, the creatures are they're about like 90 feet off at this point, 90 feet away.
So I'm not in range to throw my torch at any of these beasts.
Nah, torch.
I have a mighty arm. I carry that sow around all the time.
I mean, if you want to, you can roll your D die first, right? And if you give me like the better you get in your D die, I will give you a better die to hit on this thing. Like if you give me a 3 if you give me a 3, I'll say you can roll a generous D14, and on
I got a 2.
Yeah, you're trying to throw it overhand and hit the top of the breach. Ding! You're like, So you're not going to do it. But you didn't roll a 1, so I'm not going to make the rocks fall on y'all and make it worse. So fight is going to continue without your torch getting chunked in. It is their turn, and then Gurkle. So they leap, and it's just like Thorgrim feared. It's like they're kind of jet assisting, except the one that took one to the wing does this terrible like curves in the wrong direction, so he lands and he can't get there next round. But the other one comes straight at Dane, so he is actually going to be like right on the far side of that wall, like right there. Okay, when he gets there, you see that his whip seems to be some kind of strip of mottled flesh with a face on the end of it, and the face is screaming at you as it comes in. Here it comes. He's going to get a 24 with that action. You are going to get hit with a whip.
Wait, he rolled a 24? He misses.
Yeah.
Because of my Jedi power? No? All right, fine. Okay. All right.
Those mind tricks.
And I'm telling you,
I think the only mind trick I'm pulling is on myself.
I know, right? Yeah. I'll tell you who's fooled.
I'm not the
Someone-
dwarf you're looking for.
Yeah. Somebody told you I was that merciful kind of GM, right? Ooh, so sorry. Yeah. But I'll tell you what, I've got some good news though. Okay. He's only going to do the low damage of 5 points. That actually is terrible damage. But also, the face makes a secondary bite attack at you. It's going to get an 18. So you're also going to take 2 points of bite damage as the face on the end of the screaming face on the end of this undulating piece of living flesh is going to also bite you.
Right, so 5 and 2 total, yes? 7 total.
Yep, total 7.
Got it.
And that's all of them. Gurko, it's time for you to go there and get Berserko. What you gonna do?
I'm not going to climb the wall yet. I want to cast paralysis on my weapon before I enter the fray. Manifests as an ethereal gray mist that comes from seemingly nowhere. Well, let's see. It's a 10 plus 3 plus 1, 14. Oh, just barely made that. My hands and melee weapons are charged with paralysis, D4 plus caster level. Looks like for 5 rounds. 5 rounds, so.
All right. So if you hit him, I got a DC 14.
Yep.
Saving throw to make on your round.
Yep.
So we'll see how it raise out. But so now you've cast this. Are you going to make the climb this round?
Yes.
All right.
I'll go ahead and try to make
DC
the climb
5
now.
strength check.
DC 5 strength check. Oh, we're good. 19.
All right. Yeah, you make it up there to the top, and are you looking down? You can see like 5 feet away from you. You see this insane vulture-headed demon with this giant big whip made of. Like to you, you can obviously see that whip is actually an undead creature that it is using as a weapon, made of a single strip of human flesh, probably from the top of a foot to somebody's face. So you know what that is? That's just uncool. You know what I'm saying? Like, who brings a face whip? Right? You know, so nobody likes a face whip. And that's it. It's the top of the order. That was Gurko. It is time for Dana Dane. You can go ahead and get in there, man. This creature is now like he's in melee range with you, and he is.
Which is perfect. You know what I'm going to try to do is for my deed? I'm going to try and feint him so that, do a feint so that as he's coming in, I can kind of sidestep. And I want to take, the deed is to basically sort of swipe him with the flat of my, actually, no, why the flat? Just hit him with my axe. But the objective is to lay him up for my friends behind me, my brothers in the back.
Set up.
So the whole idea is set him up, whack him, keep him going towards them. And then that way I'll use my movement after that to catch up with Thorgrim so he's not on his own fighting the other guy.
That's beautiful. All right, I love it. Give me your attack roll and add your D die on top of that.
Here it comes. Here it comes. All right, here we go. Here is my attack roll. Okay.
All right, what'd you get your deed?
My D is, I rolled a 9, okay, and I rolled a 1 on my deed. Sorry, you asked my deed. Sorry, I rolled a 1 on my deed, and I rolled a 9 on the D20, so 10 in total.
All right, so 10. Okay, so I will say he is armor class 14. You would have to burn 4 points of luck, but if you put it on your deed, it would not only be a hit, but it would also set everybody else up mightily if you wanted to burn 4. He said with an hour and 12 minutes to go.
That's mighty expensive, but you know what? I'll still have 3 left over, so why not? Let's do it.
If you're gonna
Right behind you, Dan.
Right.
Behind you, Dan,
Let's
with
go.
a warhammer.
All right, that's awesome. So here it goes. So Dane, he like goes over and like hits him with the axe, but kind of shoves him forward. And the guy kind of like goes past him, like looking at Dane, like what the hell? So everybody who goes next with you, that was a 5-point deed at this point. So give me your damage, and everybody else who goes next round can go ahead and roll me just take a +3 to hit. Everyone will be +3 for your next. The people who are in melee with this creature. And then you could use your move action and run over there and back up Thorgrim, which is awesome. So go ahead and give me damage first.
So the damage is 10 plus 2, 12, plus my deed, which was, that's deed after modified by luck, right? Yeah, so what was it, 17 total?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, you nailed him. Yeah, you hit him real bad, and he's kind of swung. He's actually still looking over his shoulder at Dwayne, but still coming at you guys, and everyone's like, getting ready to just like, really, you're not going to pay attention to us? You know,
batter up, boys.
Yeah, exactly. And then for your move action, you run over there, and you're over there by
with Thorgrim. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. So that is that for that. So it is the battle is going to continue to go around. It is Doran up on deck.
Okay, so still with my crossbow, but this one that Dane's just hit, I'm going to take a shot at.
Sure, take that +3.
I get
He's not
+3. Do I get anything else for it being really close range? Don't ask, you don't get.
Yeah, I will say no, but if you hit him, you'll hear exactly how bad the thwack is, and maybe I'll make a sound effect. Not that it matters.
It's gonna matter. It's gonna matter. That's a 20, natural 20.
Oh, snap!
That's a 4 on the deed, which was gonna be through the neck. And other stuff that makes it a hit, So deed die is a D14, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Give me that crit check, and don't forget to add your luck modifier. We always add our luck modifier to crits.
Crit. That's just a 3 on the crit. That is table 3 if you have it.
So plus 1d8 damage to the strike, but that's pretty gross.
Okay, so original damage was just 1 point, so that's gonna be 3 points in total. Woo!
It's still up, but like that was it. And you hear this because you're only a foot away, and you can hear it hitting him in the stomach. And he's starting to turn, but it's too late. He has left himself open to the gentle administration of everybody else who's up on deck on him. So speaking of which, Thorgrim, you are there. This creature has not got to you yet. Dane is almost to you. Dane's fixing to be up at your heels. This creature is like, it kind of bounced. It sort of like landed on one side of the basin, and it's getting ready for another leap to make his way over to you. Still swinging around that flesh whip and still looking just grim. Coming down at you. So what are you going to do?
I'm going to mutter disgusting underneath my breath and then pack another coral into my hand crossbow and loose it right at him.
Move action is to set up, and then you fire.
Only a 10. Goes wide.
Yeah. Yeah,
so
he matrices.
Yeah. All good. That's it.
Google. All right. So it's going to continue with. It is time for Joffrin. Joffrin, you've got a +3 on this wide open guy and can make it happen. What you going to do?
I'm going to take the warhammer and we're going to go for it. All right. 20. Natural 20 +3.
Natural 20 +3. Good God, y'all. All right. So, go ahead and first roll me damage. Add your D die and your strength modifier.
5 plus my strength modifier is 1, 6 total.
Total of 6. Okay. And then why don't you just describe how awesome your crit is? Just tell me how cool it is.
How cool my damage is?
Your crit is, your crit roll, yeah. We're not going to actually roll it but you just tell me how badass it is.
Well, we can we can no longer see the face on the face of the flesh. It's splattered all over the room. There's blood inside of me. I got something down by my foot. I can't tell what it is.
Gotcha. Yeah, so he gets hit with that crossbow bolt, and he's like looking over at Dora like slow-mo, like, what the? And here comes the hammer, like, oh no. And like you just get like festooned with trophies. Teeth, ear, you know what I mean? Just, a turkey neck, everything is landed like over there on top of Joffrey. So that's terrible.
Wiping it off my face.
Yeah, it's every place. All right. So it is their turn. He is not going to get to go, but the other one is going to come down out of the sky. I'm going to say he's 1, 2, 3 Thorgrim, 4, 5, 6 Dane. What's up, Dane? He comes with the flesh whip. Boosh. That is going to be a total of 13. Does that get you, Dane?
No. My AC. Doesn't.
Yeah, so he swings around with that crazy whip, and like its face goes right past your face, like screaming the whole way down. But he misses you. Which
Can I give it a peck on its way past me?
yes, yes, you can.
It'd be funny. No, I don't want to try that. There's only so much you want to take bravado in one day, especially if your luck's running out.
Yeah, with that 3, isn't your luck a 3 now? Man, I would have said.
Yep, 3.
Yeah, you would have fallen in love and been unwilling to fight against him anymore as the undead love. So, look, who hasn't kissed a flesh whip and fallen for somebody? I mean, there was Moonlight. I'm the only one, really? Seriously? Just me?
Yes.
Think about these guttering torches.
I know, right? There was suddenly the Starlight local band's playing in the background. I mean, it's just, So, hey, Gurko, it is your turn. You are at the top of the thing. You can make a charge attack at the one that just took a swing on Dane. You'll be +2 to hit, but -2 in your armor class for next round, and you get the paralysis going on. Are you going to go for it?
Yeah, +2 to hit, but -2 on my armor class next round. Yeah, that's worth it.
Yep.
All right.
Gotcha.
Here we go. Plus the deed, right?
Yep.
All right, I got 12, 13, 14. 14.
I got good news and bad news. The good news is you have hit him,
Okay.
and he is struck. So first, give me damage.
Okay. 6 points.
6 points. Bruce, that's a good one. Y'all check the chat room. That was really funny. So 6 points. It's still up. Here comes my saving throw versus your spell. Well, yeah, I'm going to crit that save there, man. I'll tell you. So he's going to take that he's like, holy man, your powers hold no sway in this place. Taste the whip. And, sorry, man, that's my titching big old 2-0. What? Big Red says no. Big Red says no. But that's cool, though, because this fight is fixing to get hardcore because it's top of the order. Dane, it's your turn. You are up over there in that same fight with the other guys. There's one left. He's flesh whipping. What you going to do?
I'll hopefully finish him off. So is he on the ground or is he still up in the air?
He's now standing there. He's taken one shot, but he's just sort of in the midst of you. He's,
You know what I'd like to do? I'd not only like to attack him, but I'd like to go for his face to kind of, I guess, disrupt his vision. Maybe blind him or stun him in a way.
Blinding shot. I
Or
got you. Yeah.
can't see Thorgrim. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to.
Oh, yeah.
And let's put a close to this little chapter, right? So yeah, let's whack the guy.
I want to see you do it. This is
There
the
it
setup.
comes.
Dude, I like that your character has like a fighting style, and it is to set up the next guy, which is very, very sweet way to play. You can only do that when you get 5 guys with deed dice in the game. That's pretty hot. So go ahead and give me an attack roll and a deed die.
My deed dice is 3, and my attack is 15. So I guess 18 in total.
Yeah. All right. So
Sorry, plus two, 20. I forgot the +2. Yeah, so 20
very
in total.
pretty. All right. So go ahead and give me damage.
Got it. Here it comes. Here come the pain. 10 + 2, so
Jess, no one's getting a tummy rub on my watch today.
it's not a lot of damage. It's just 6 points of damage total.
Still though, you know what though? But I'll say with that one though, he is going to be blinded for 1 round as you sort of like bash him across his eyes, and his he's all got blood all across top of his head. It's looking pretty bad. He is staggering back. Is it their turn? Is not their turn. Is Dorat and then Thorgrim. Dorat, you are still back there with your crossbow. What you gonna do, bro?
Now,
You're firing into a melee at this point. It's looking.
yeah, but I'm not missing. I'm on fire at the moment. I'm not worried about it.
He's on fire.
You know,
He's on fire.
What could possibly go wrong?
Dude, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna give you a +1 die to hit because he this round is blinded.
Oh, all right, okay.
Yeah, man. Dane hit him across the peepers.
That'll be a 21 on the D20.
Ooh, nice.
3 on the deed die, although I didn't specify a deed, but, you know, it's... Yeah. And it's just a crossbow, so that is going to be 6. That's 9 points of damage with a deed die.
Damn. Bang! I mean, you hit him like it's like a perfect shot, dead center of mass. If this had been like, you know, an orc with a spear, it'd be over. But he's he's a rough looking demon. He kind of staggers back, but he's still up in this fight. And that's when Thorgrim.
Someone mentioned tummy rubs. I'm gonna pull my hand axe out and charge the nearest turkey vulture and go right for the belly.
Gotcha. Now he actually can't see this round, so you can take a sneak attack.
All right. Yes, I will absolutely be doing that.
Add your sneak attack mod.
Oh, this one has always thrown me off. Wait, you talking about backstab, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go backstab bump. Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that's a mighty bump. Okay, so I got 9 + 2 + 8.
That's a hit.
So I got 19.
Big ol' hit. Give me some damage.
Auto crit.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Damage first.
Crit table 2. Okay. Damage first. Let's see. 3 for the attack itself.
All right, and then yes, give me an auto crit, my friend.
Crit table 2d12. Let's see. Strike cuts a line down the foe's face. They're blinded by blood.
You called
for
that
D4
round.
rounds.
No.
Cool.
So he's blinded by blood for a D4 rounds?
Yeah.
Dang. Roll me a D4.
Alrighty. I got 2.
Yeah, that's terrible. For him, not for y'all.
Belly blood.
All right. Yeah, he's like, ah! I don't even know how that looks, but just blood spattered up. It's this is some Dario. This is some Dario. Yeah, some Dario Argento demon style happening here. You know what I'm saying? Ah! So.
Yeah, I got hairy arms like Dario. There you go.
He's running out of the movie theater. All right, so that was awesome. He is now blind. He is still alive, but it's not looking great for him. And that is when Joffrin. So Joffrin, you are you're a little ways away. But you can do the same thing. You can go for a charge attack, which means you'll be +2 to hit, -2 in your armor class for next round. But you'll be able to go ahead and make an attack this round if you want to run up and get a melee attack.
Yes, I want to run up, and I can run up and use my torch and set him on fire. Is that correct?
You can, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so I roll my D20.
Yeah. You can roll a D24. He can't see.
17.
All right. Here's the deal. You run over. You put that torch on him. It doesn't seem to phase him. You think maybe he's a fan of fire, like a big old fan.
I could still use shield bash.
They'll use that shield bash. Get in there.
D14, right?
Yep. His shield has in big letter stencil. It says Plan B.
11.
Yeah, that's close. 14.
I'm sorry?
That's going to miss. It's going to miss. It missed by 3. You swing in there with your shield. Oh, wait. Actually, you can roll a D16 for your shield attack because he's blind. Or you're up a die. So re-roll out with a D16, add your D die, and your strength mod. Forgot.
13.
Boom, that's it. Damage. Give me damage.
Damage is I got 1D14. 10.
All right. Joffrin the Terminator runs over there and hits this thing in the neck with the edge of his shield. It staggers back a couple of steps, and it says, "Be damned to you all!" And then he staggers over, and he falls down and rolls down into the basin. You see that all of these people are now like reaching out to you. They can't come any closer because they're all chained up to their gear and such. But everyone give me a luck check. D20, roll low.
Oh,
nice.
I got 11.
Oh, it's a Trokio sighting. Say hi, Trokio.
Pretend we're attacking a dragon.
Who makes it low under their luck? The lowest under their luck.
Just 2 under.
11.
All right. Dorat, ow, damn it, cat. Dorat, you see, as you look across there, hey, Trokio loves everybody saying hi to him, Jess. When you look over there, like one of those dwarf slaves, you recognize that is your uncle who died like 20 years ago.
Uncle?
Yep. Uncle Jose.
I'm gonna
He
Yeah,
says,
head to
Dorad
Uncle.
Crumblefoot, my nephew.
Uncle, what's going? We feared you dead, sir.
I wear the chains I forged in life, he says.
Is he actually physically wearing chains?
Yeah, he's got like a collar, a chain. His chain goes to his wrist, and it's also chained up to a pickaxe he has. And then he also has like another chain that's holding along, like he's like sort of dragging. That's full of like gold ore. And he's pulling around with him. He's like, yes, my greed was such that all I cared about was gold. And I let it get in the way of every relationship, my friends and everything. And now I'm here for my sins.
Uncle, we can set you free.
Yes,
can we help
set
you?
Me free. He says, maybe if you could get me out of this place, I would be forever in your debt. Yes, break my chains and do it. But know this, he says, the money and the gold and the ore, it glitters and it speaks to you, but it is not the way. Family, love, honor, these are the things to live for. Don't do as I have done and fail. Do not learn from me.
I understand. Friends, we must set these people free. Ignore the gold. We've got to set this. It's my uncle. So Dorot's immediately going to start trying to break the chains. He's going to look for a tool. Maybe try the pick even.
Yeah, you guys have got enough stuff there where you guys can start breaking these things down and such. So you guys are going to spend some time and start freeing these guys?
Yeah, Dorot is for sure.
Let me ask this. So I am under the quest to gather gold to build up the glory of the temple, right?
Yes.
So that's not something I can choose to resist when all this gold that could help further the cause, right? So gold's not for me, it's for the cause.
Yeah. You know what? Uncle Jorzan, if this is truly him, that means that he is dead. You were at a place where dead people are gathering gold for demons. You can go ahead, give me like a wheelhouse. This is like up at your religion alley. So D20, add your modifier there and your add your modifier there and your cleric level.
My personality modifier?
Yeah. No, intelligence.
Intelligence modifier. I don't have one. Plus my level, you said? That's 14.
You know what? You believe that all of that gold down there is tainted. You think that this is this is probably not this is like a bad thing for the whole clan, and that all that gold and furthermore, possibly being this close to whatever this is might be the source of all of the misfortune and ill luck that has befallen Clan Steelgoat North in the last, as they dug closer and closer to this. Possibly that is what has happened. Is there being this close to whatever this is possibly
Let me ask you this then. So I wouldn't want the treasure. I'd want to destroy it because it threatens my temple, right? And my clan. Can I try to lay hands on, not lay hands, but to turn unholy on the treasure?
Yes, you absolutely can.
Okay. I think I want to try that.
All right, hey guys, listen. This is one more time. Gurko is going to really go for it here. So one more time, if you're still watching out there, everybody who chimes in and says, I believe in Gurko, you got 30 seconds on the clock, and I'm counting now, starting 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 1, 25, 24, 23, 22, 2, 3, 21, 4, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. Someone's out there getting a drink. 10, 9, 8, 7. Whoever is, you got plus 10 in there. Blessed be, man. Thank you for that. I can't see who it is. Let me give it. All right, that's 7, 6. Almost last call. Definitely last call. We're calling it. All right, you know what? I'm gonna call that in under the flash police. I'm calling that under the wire. So I'm counting that's a +8. So go ahead, Gurko. You can go ahead and make that turn unholy check, and go ahead and here, guys. This is the big roll of the night, kids. The roll of the night.
I got 12 plus 8 plus my level, so that's 23. Personality 24.
24. Yeah. So you put your hand out there and like reject it. You're just like, this gold is tainted and it's unclean. And like, sure enough, all of a sudden, this place just starts to rumble. And you see that the ceiling starts to actually cave in. And at first it covers the treasure up, and then it starts getting towards you guys. But you guys can all give me a luck check. And for let's see, everybody who gives me a successful luck check can free one of the slaves.
Pass.
One.
Poor uncle.
No. Poor Uncle Jorzan can't do it.
15.
15. What's your luck at, Joffrin? It's not. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so Thorgrim, you managed to like free this one. I'm gonna roll
Can
a
I get
d20.
Garrett's uncle? I want poor Uncle Jorzan. I
Yeah,
see the
you get
flank.
Uncle Jorzan. Absolutely, you free Uncle Jorzan. Absolutely.
Thanks, Thorgrim.
Yep. And when you but now the whole place is collapsing, so you guys have to run for it and actually make your way like all the way there to the all the way there to the front of this place, and like you all run back towards the hole there. As behind you, this place is collapsing, and the rocks just fall on everybody. You guys barely make it over that rock barrier just in time. Just in time, like to get there before the ceiling collapses in. This whole place just falls apart. And yeah, sure enough, like you guys all make it there to the far side of this, and yeah, he narrowly didn't make it, but he did. You guys did great. So yeah, man, like the ceiling collapses back behind everybody, and now where that gap was, now there's just a whole bunch of fallen rocks and debris, and that thing over there. The whole place fills up with dust, and like you see Jorzan like looks over at you, and then like he just starts to ascend up towards the cabin roof, and he says he looks down at you and he says, Thorgrim, change your ways. Do better. Do not let the greed consume you. And then he fades out. He's gone.
Awesome.
Yeah, man.
Stop saving people? I'm confused.
He's talking about your thieving and your general thieving lifestyle. No, he's all with that saving people things. Dude, everybody gets a luck point for sending Jorzan's soul onto a better place. Everyone gets a point of luck for that. So that's awesome. So so now you guys are here, and like the whole thing is like completely covered up. So what are you guys gonna do? So now this place has been sealed up. That wall is closed up over there. Yeah, what do you guys? Yep. Thank you. Jess had faith.
So Dane will actually sort of express his thoughts over here. He says, all right, so our people had a sacred ceremony interrupted. We were banking on that vein of silver that was heading into the tunnel, and we just had to seal it off. And this means that we've got to convince our, the elders over here basically to sort of, reroute their efforts. So why don't we, before breaking that news to them, kind of collect our, or pool our collective talents kind of thing, to try and identify or see if we can find new veins and therefore present them with a solution, you know what I'm saying, as opposed to just giving them bad news kind of thing.
That's fantastic. All right. So does that sound acceptable to everybody? Y'all gonna go for it?
In light of that, can I use my second sight spell to help with that purpose?
100% you can. Absolutely. Right. Yeah. So I will say you guys can kind of go back. There's one place up there where they dug a couple of like tester tunnels to sort of show which direction they should be going in, and which way that would be total and such. So when you get there, go ahead and give me that check.
Okay. Manifest with my glowing eyes. It does take 1 turn, so 10 minutes to do the spell. You got a 15 plus 4, 19. I'll go ahead and spend a luck point to get it to a 20.
Guess that 20. Gosh.
So 1 point of luck.
I know how it goes. This one gets busted on me so much. I got it memorized. So here goes. There's a
Go ahead.
percentage chance. I'm rolling it with a straight die. Yeah. So like when you get there, like you feel the power of Doomacroom like turn you down one alleyway. It's darkened. There isn't much down the way, but you see just for a second, you see like Uncle Jorzan's down there, and he's like, "I gotta go. I think I left the kettle on." But he fades out there. So everybody go ahead and all you guys who are minors, go ahead and give me a D20 as your intelligence modifier and your character level on top of that.
17.
Just close to
17?
the background.
And 16 here.
16. Okay. I'm getting a 16 to 17. Anybody else? How did you do, Jorfrin?
12.
12. Okay. Anybody else? All right. So 16 to 17 are my big numbers here. So you guys, okay, this actually winds up being a project. Okay. Now that you have kind of a direction, you guys start working this whole area. You guys like bring over we bring in some of the regular miners. We start doing some surveys. We start doing some digging. You know what? A week later, you find a vein, not of silver, which is what you were looking at before, but you think it's silver. But no, it's mithril. Now, mithril is an incredibly valuable thing, especially if you know some elves. Like literally, this is money here. Like this is absolute money. And you guys have found a way to get Clan Steelgoat back up on its feet. Are you guys all willing to hang out here to spend some time here and all right, yeah. So
Yes.
yeah.
One thing I want to insert.
Urko time to kind of establish his little kind of temple presence here as well, right?
Sure. Yeah.
So yeah, we'll back him.
All right. So we're dwarves, right? So here it goes. 5 years later. Okay. Everyone is back up to any hit points that you lost, any ability damage or whatever and such. It took some wheeling and dealing. We brought in some people from other clans and such, and we made all this brought more people in. You guys have constructed like a rudimentary temple and have started like actually bringing in like cash once again. So 5 years later, you guys are here now at the new dedication of the temple and the new mine. But now it's like all of the wooden planks are gone. You have proper columns across the whole way. And once again, old Gelzer, who is now like, he was decrepit before, but now he's like, oh, like wheezy as hell, 2 canes, he's like, Gurko, if you would, now is the time once again to speak to the clan and tell them of the righteousness of Doomacroom. Give me a personality check plus your level, D20 personality level.
Dane tells everybody to prepare their weapons and watch the walls.
I got 13
It's
plus
the
level
Kool-Aid
plus
devil.
this
Oh
one.
yeah, shabba dabba dabba dabba. Dude, no, I'm playing.
I got a total of 17.
Yeah, there is some sorrow. There is some talk about the lost miners, the people who died, had their heads tore off by giant demon peacocks and whatnot and such. But people have put the work in, and a lot of the humans have stayed on, and they're still here. And now at this point, and they're just like part of the gang. You know what I'm saying? They've learned enough Dwarvish. They can get by. They can see pretty good. Yeah, sure enough, like you feel like the gods have like seen like your seen what's going on, and once again the guys go over and start like digging and hit the ceremonial spike with a ceremonial shovel. But this time everything seems to be going well, and at this point. Old Gelzer once again gathers all of you guys up, just like last time. He says, "My days are numbered, friends. Soon I shall go to join my cousin Jorzan and all those righteous who have gone over to be at the side of Doomacroon. But first, I must have a successor. I reach out to you. Who should my successor be? Who will be the next to lead Clan Steelgoat
I suggest our holy representative, the one closest to Doomacroon, our priest Gurko.
Gurko
I don't know
gets
about that.
Dorat's vote.
Gets
I would say segregation of state and religion.
That's one thumbs
awesome.
down.
Just as the ancient forefathers under the mountain intended it. Like,
Nice.
right.
Well, I mean, if that's the consensus, I accept the
man.
honor.
Dude, he gives you the
Sure.
gives you like the ceremonial mace and the whatever of office, and there's a general announcement made and a giant feast. And at that feast, Dane, you are sat next to this. Here's the thing. At the feast, this gorgeous lady shows up, bedecked in jewelry, but no one sees anything weird about her. Like everyone just seems like, oh, that lady's here with the jewelry. She's hanging out. So you guys are everyone's raising their glass to Gurko, to Clan Chief Gurko. Your new name is Gurko Steelgoat, as you have taken on the mantle. And of Clan Steelgoat. The woman sits next to Dane, and she's like, Dane Ordax, Clan Steelgoat, do you remember me? You one time you looked upon my statue and you found me heavenly.
Whoa.
Dane, I wonder if you didn't do yourself a mischief that day. I wonder if you couldn't be the clan chief, if you couldn't be the rich one of all this. Say so. Ask me now. Kiss my robe, and I shall make it so. Just say that you'll be my new ally and friend, and I shall see you as the proper leader of the clan. Dane, this is your chance. Will you join me?
Now, unfortunately, Dane again is not really very, very bright. Yeah, and oh gosh, I love the drama in this. Okay, No, Dane above everything is loyal to the cause. He believed that despite that gold was cursed, and that was proven, that was shown, and we struck it rich on Mithril, and the community's done well. So Dane is not keen on following this woman's sort of instruction. He's not too sharp, but at the same time, he thinks that this is a deception of some kind.
She's furious at you, and she says, "Then be damned to all of you." And she takes off this pendant off of her many jewels, and she throws it down. And once she takes it off, for the first time, you guys are like, "Wait a minute, who the hell is that? Like, who even invited this human lady?" That thing hits the ground and it grows up, and it looks like the statue from before, except now it's tricked out for battle. It's got spikes all over the place. It's clearly made of this painted gold, and standing in the middle of the feast hall, it gets ready to bring down its wrath upon all of you. It says, "This will be the day you all die, Clan Steelgoat." So let's go ahead and give me one final initiative as you have to fight this creature. It is going to go on 18, y'all, so it's clearly a problem.
I got
16 for
3.
Dane.
All right, so I'm going backwards this time. Dorat, what'd you get, Dorat?
12.
12 for Dorat. Thorgrim?
11.
11 for Thorgrim. Joffrin?
3.
3 for Joffrin. Clan Chieftain Gurko.
Yeah, Dumakroom smiles on me. I rolled a nat 20, but it's a net 19 after my modifier.
Gotcha. All right. So Gurko.
Finally, a good initiative roll.
Yeah, you do. Oh, and last but never least, Dane.
16.
16 for Dane. Okay, so Gurko, you get to go first. This creature, like in the middle of the feast hall, suddenly you look over, like they were literally just a bunch of dwarves, like, I know that Gurko Steelgoat shall be the leader that shall take us to glory. And what the hell? And like this thing, like, it is all over gold spikes, about 40 feet from you. It's in the middle of all these tables there. It's raising, like I said, this huge, big, blunt weapon over its head. It looks to be made of all gold, but it looks just so evil. And yeah, and but you can go first, cousin. So what are you gonna do?
Well, I'm not gonna mess around. I'm going straight to divine aid.
Straight divine. I'll tell you what, too. I was wondering if it was going to come up. Since you're going to go for divine aid here, okay?
Yep.
And since you are now the clan chief and you are defending your place, I will this one time. I'm going to go ahead and allow you to do spell burn for this check as well.
Whoa. Wow. All right. Let's see. If I do my strength and my agility, 3, that buys me 8.
Yeah, but here's
Four, 12.
Okay, so what's your total number you're gonna do? How many points?
I'm gonna burn 12 points.
Okay, all right. So, but I got a flip side of this. Okay, so that's you're
Yeah.
gonna burn 12, right? But
Yeah.
hey, if you're watching, anybody who believes in evil can put "I believe in evil" in the chat room. You got 30 seconds, and I'm gonna give my saving throw, a saving throw modifier for my gold golem. 30 seconds. 29.
There's not a lot of evil followers. Nobody.
No, not on this Twitch, Pat. Twitch.
All right.
21. Oh, that's
Oh, come on,
a big
Jess.
No. That's a big no. That's a big no.
Come
Oh,
on.
I got 2. I
Tony,
got 2.
really?
I thought we were
Thank you,
tight.
Tony.
I see how it is.
Okay.
See,
whatever,
Gabby's not
Gabby.
going for it. Gabby's my
Well
friend.
played, Gabby. Well played. I know. Just you know what? Just like me, love drama. All right. So, anybody else? I think that's last call. Anybody? All
No.
right. So I'm going to take +2 of my saving throw because evil has got to have its backup guys. So
Okay.
go ahead and make your check with that total with your regular modifier plus your
Okay, so my spell burn plus my modifiers would be a +16 total. 16 and 14, 30.
30. Okay.
And
So-
I'll spend 4 luck, make it 34.
34. That's hella good. All right. So that's basically an untouchable saving throw at a 34, but I might roll a 20. I do have a +2 on top of everything else. Thank you, chat room. And thank you, Joffrin. But I'm only going to get a 10, even with my rock and roll +7 or +11 and 13. So here is what happens. Okay, so the power of Doomacrum comes on. That woman that was standing there just gets expelled. She just gets blasted out to the front of the cavern, like flies backwards out of there, and can never return. She's completely banned from this place. And the creature, while it's all shaking over there and such and falling apart, it is gonna have reduced. It's got special defenses because it's basically a gold golem, but it's gonna not have any of those for the next 5 rounds. At the same time, all of y'all are +1d on whatever you do for the same time period. That rock and roll, whatever and such. So that was awesome.
boys
So the
coming out.
gold. Yep. So the gold golem is going to go first. It's going to walk over there. It's going to try to slug Dane. Here goes Dane. I just rolled a 1.
Oh,
Nice.
That's my hot moment right there. Just crap the bed. That's just terrible. All right. Well, here comes his Sid. I actually, when I was coming up with this guy, I was like, oh, and you know what? Since he's all made of gold, I'll give him a high fumble check because he's heavy and made of gold. Yeah, sucks. That sucks for bad guys everywhere. Oh, well. I tried to pound on the new guy. He trips on his own feet and falls prone for the remainder of the round. So he is coming over there at Dane. And literally as he's coming at you, you see spikes just growing out of his hand. He's like, "Argh!" And that is when nope, Joffrin's pig runs right under his legs. And he eats it and he's laying there like, what the hell? Pig just hauls out of there. And it's your turn, Dane. It's prone. Take +4.
Well, Dane, if I may take a liberty here, Dane's been sitting down. This woman talks to him, and then she starts this entire mess. This golem appears. Our theocratic leader You know what I'm saying? It was just turned us into a theocracy. I'm not too happy. I love my brother, but I hate the system. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, you know, he's just sort of wreaked havoc all over her kind of thing. And here's this golem that comes up that just ends up on the floor. So Dane finally sets his mug down and casually Az sort of gets up, picks up his battle axe, sort of, you know, moves across the table kind of thing, spits in both hands and just gets ready to whack the thing. And the whole idea is to Dane wants to basically attack its legs, actually. Oh no, better yet, wants to attack its head. Let's see if he can kind of do enough damage to it so that it's disoriented. It can't, you know, see, or let's see what we can do about that. Hold on.
Gotcha. All right. Go ahead and give me that check. You can take +4 to hit and tell me what you get.
You said I get an extra.
Yeah,
D.
you were a plus a D. Primary weapon D24, backup weapon D16 with your shield. If you're going for shield bashes.
Got it. Okay, so let's do that. Let's. Wow, 20 on the 24, and the deed is a 5.
Okay, well that 20 on 24 is a crit. 24 crits on a 20 on 24. So first, give me damage.
Okay. Damage here. So D10 plus D. Okay. 5. I guess 12.
12. Okay, that's terrible. That's terrible for the creature.
14. Sorry, 14, not 12.
I got you. All right, so you pound it, and then go ahead and give me your crit check. So roll your crit die and add your luck modifier if you have one.
No luck modifier, but here's the crit die, 10.
You got a 10. It says sunder foe's weapon, shards of metal fill the air. So here's what happens, okay? So it actually puts up that big spiky hand to block it. You go right through that crap. So you're going to like blow its hand all over the place. He'll be getting a big old minus to hit and damage until he can reform another weapon. So that's a big bad thing to happen to him. But he's still in this fight though. And it is now Dorat. Dorat, you
May I actually take my shield back?
Yeah, get your shield back.
Yeah, let's do that. So, I went for his head, got his arm. I figured let's go for the head again with the shield.
Sure.
So I'm rolling a 16. Is that right?
Yeah.
All right. The 16. Blech. I rolled a 1.
All right. So give me a fumble check.
And how do I do that? Sorry?
Okay. Check out your armor where it has your armor listed. So yep. It'll have your fumble die next to your armor there.
Got it.
You want to roll that, and if you have a luck modifier, you want to subtract it from this roll because you want to have a low fumble check.
Noted. No luck modifier, but I rolled a 7.
All right, 7. I'm on the wrong table. 7. You got to drop your weapon. You got to retrieve it or draw a new one on your. So you hit it, but and it was your shield, so your shield kind of bounces off. What did you get for your actual deed die? Is it a 3?
No, the actual D die was a 10.
A 10 on the D die? Your D die should be.
My D die. Sorry. I didn't roll the D die actually.
Then you roll a D die. Go ahead and get your D die.
Yes, indeed. And that's a 4. So,
okay. Yeah. So I will say, however, you still have the same effect as if you had hit him in the head, and he will be at a minus to hit while he's disoriented for the next couple of rounds. Only the GM knows how many rounds he's got a minus. All right, that's terrible.
Sorry, Brandon, so I think I might have gotten confused there. So when you were asking about the D die, were you asking about my axe attack D die?
Yeah, but you should be rolling. You should be rolling the D die one time for the whole.
Right. So I shouldn't have re-rolled the D die on the shield attack, basically.
Okay, so you got a 5. Yeah. Okay. So all right, I will change. All right, I got you. So yeah, that hit had all the effect of like you went through his hand and into his face. Kaboosh! And he is very disoriented. He's got a big old minus to hit. That's all right though because it's time for Dorat to do some Dorat damage.
So vaulting the table, screaming a battle cry. This thing's still prone, right? So he gets up a level. He's brandishing that short sword and shield that did him so much good earlier. Rerolling that because it was cocked. We got a 5 on the D die. I miss wildly with the short sword. That's just a 2. But I make a 13 with the shield bash, which is going to be an 18, which I presume is going to hit.
Yes.
Smack him in the face with a shield for 6 points of damage.
Boom. Nice. He's still up, but that's terrible for him. All right. It's Thorgrin. Thorgrin over at the kids' table. What you gonna do, man? You're not really the kids' table. I'm just talking.
No, that's fine. I'll flip the kids' table and
Flip the table.
Hey, my nuggets!
So the creature's the golem is down on the ground. It's face down.
No, he's on his
With
back.
my shield
Okay.
in its face.
Yeah, he has a shield in his face. Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, well, I can't visually assess what is the most susceptible metal part on the creature, so I'm just gonna go for the armpit and run up there and try to get a melee swing in there. I don't suspect this is a backstab since he's face up. So,
Yeah, it would not be a backstab unless we'll spend a round sneaking.
yeah, if there's any, I didn't know how to go about doing so. So yeah, I would love to sneak and maybe when he gets up, I can take him from behind. So I'll do the sneak instead. But I feel terribly as I flip the table and slip on some nuggets and plates go clattering everywhere.
Yeah. Juice boxes flying in the air. They're all made of chainmail though because they're dwarf juice boxes.
There were orange peels that squirt me in the eye and they're screaming.
Beautiful.
Yes, I just make a lot of noise and I kind of fumble.
But you, so you're, what did you get on your sneak check on your?
It was real bad. It was 11.
Yeah, so unless you want to.
Ooh, I think there is no point in time like the present. So of course.
Yeah, and your luck's back up to full. You know this, right?
Yeah, I've forgotten that. Okay, so let's
There you go.
11. Let's burn 2. So I'll burn 2 and add those in.
Bet.
11 to a 13 and then a 18.
Boom.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So you can next round go for a sneak attack. All right. So that was awesome, and it's Joffrin. Joffrin, you were seated at the big table. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna bring out the warhammer. We want to put this thing down, okay?
Hell
I'm
yeah!
gonna go straight to the throat. I'm not messing around.
Straight to the next shot. Next shot. Get him. Get him.
15 plus warhammer d5 plus 1 plus 3, 18.
Oh, that's a hit, and that sounds like a 3 on the D die. So I will say you are going to hit him in the throat. And that will give him a further minus to hit on this first round because his neck's going to be all crazy. He doesn't have to breathe or anything, so but he'll be pounded on. So go ahead and give me damage from that.
1d8 plus 1. 6
And
plus 1, 7.
Sure, 7. You got it. And here's the thing: you figure because of his composition, you guys should all be he should be shrugging off a lot of these blows. But it's not even like that. You could feel a power of Doomacrum. You're it's like you're forging him. You know what I'm saying? You're actually crushing him down into malleable, usable metal. And he is all bent up and binged on. So that was awesome. And it is Joffrin. Joffrin went. It's the top of the order. Gurko. This guy is laying there. He's been pounded on. His neck's at a weird angle. You can still feel the power of Doomacrum that you called down upon him. What are you going to do?
Yeah, my mighty deed. It's time to get physical. I'm gonna use my warhammer and mighty deed and try to do a mighty uppercut right under this thing's chin.
Hell yeah.
With a D24, right up the die chain.
D24, absolutely.
All right, looks like 15, but the deed failed plus 1, so 16 to hit, but no deed.
That's fine. Give me some damage.
Okay. Only 4 points of damage.
Hey, but you know what though? I mean, you just pounded him in the head. He's laying there still, but that's still terrible. So this round, he gets to his feet. His head is twisted all the way around to the side, and he kind of has to get it back together. And he's like, Gurko Steelgoat, you will die today. But his hand is all messed up where Dane crushed through it. So he is going to swing with a minus to hit and a minus on his damage if he does it. So he is going to get a 12. It's sad. You're just you easily parry off this weird gold hand that comes at you. And it's actually trying to reform spikes as it's getting towards you. You're like, get out of here.
Well, to be fair, I've got an AC of 12.
Oh, I take, and then he hits you. He hits you with his mashy weird hand.
Gotta be honest.
Yeah, so no, I appreciate it. So you are going to take 6 points of damage.
Okay.
And give me a willpower save.
Is that also at a D24?
Yes, it is.
All right.
For 4 more rounds, anyhow.
Willpower save 17.
Yeah, you know what? Once again, you feel like the that gold greed nearly like comes over you again, but you are like a mountain, and you're like, we have been through this nonsense once. I'm not falling for this crap. So you are going to hold fast, and the power of the gold rush is not going to power of the gold greed is not going to give you any jet. You're going to stave that off, which is awesome. And then it is now, but however, it is now back upright. Dane, it is your turn.
Well, we can't have it upright again. So Dane's gonna go for it again with the axe, but this time it's gonna try and sort of sweep its feet from its legs from under it and keep it on the ground. So D24 again, right? D24 plus D. Let me see if I can do this.
Hashtag sweep the leg.
24. Nice one. And then a 4 on the D dice. So that's a total of 30.
Jesus.
Yep, that is an uber awesome attack.
Well played.
All right. Yeah, so that's awesome. So give me damage, and he is he's once again on his back. Boom, just laying there.
14 total damage.
Yeah, that's terrible. All right, he's still up, but like he is getting beat on real bad. So it is Dorat. Dorat, you're standing over this guy. He is laying there, and
Brendan, is it not a crit?
oh, do you get a 20? I thought it was a dirty 20.
I rolled a 24. I rolled a natural 24.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry, that's why I got confused. Yes, and also that's a crit. So go ahead and also roll your crit on top of that. See how you do. Add your luck modifier.
So 12, no luck modifier. 12 on the crit table.
Really? Jesus Christ. 12. Blow to cranium, staggers foe. The foe must make a fort save DC 10 plus PC level or sink down to the floor unconscious. Here comes my check. I am going to not be unconscious, but I will be laying there like, what the what? Just beat on. Fight is not over, my friends. No, sir. It's fixing to get up, but that's when Dorat does something Doratable.
It's gonna be a headshot, sword and shield again.
Headshot.
That was a 21 on the D24.
Boom. Door action.
Only a 2 on the crit die.
Okay.
On the D die, sorry.
D die. All right. So
but it was a crit on the shield bash with a natural 16.
Oh man, give me that. Give me that crit check.
Okay, that was a. Do I go up a die on the crit die as well?
Yes, all dies up a die.
Okay, so that is a 10.
Oh.
On the crit.
Terrible. 10. That's going to be it's another Sunder foe's weapon. So yeah, I'm gonna say that like you have once again you have wrecked his regrowing weapon as he once again tries to block. And whatever Gurko did has completely rendered this guy's defenses like crap. So you just burst through his hand and hit him in the head, and he's like, so he is still up, but he is not doing great.
And that was 3 points of damage as well.
Gotcha. And that is when Thorgrin suddenly comes up. He has got he pops up out from under like a tablecloth. Ha! Yeah, as he's crept under the table to get over there.
Oh, yeah.
So go ahead and give me a sneak attack. And he's on the ground again. So take an additional +4 to hit.
Yeah, no one wastes good nuggets. Okay. Oh, it was hovering on 22 and then went down to 4. So I'm going to burn a bunch of luck to make sure this lands.
AC 17. 17.
Okay, so it was +4 to hit because he's on the ground. So that's 8. Then plus my natural mod is 2. So 10. So, okay, I need to go up 8. So I'm going to burn. Well, I already got 1. There's 4. Burn 2. Burn 2. Okay, now I got a 22 total. After burning 3 luck.
That's going to do it. Give me some damage.
And then I am going to sink I mean, come on, this is for Doomacroon. I have to
For
sink some
Doomacroon,
money
baby.
into this to
All right, how many points?
Power this hack, right? No one wastes good nuggets. I'm gonna burn
No.
5 luck for damage.
5 luck for damage. I love it.
All right, so here
Give me
comes just
total.
here's the hand axe. There's 4 plus 5, 10, 13, 16, and last one is 18.
18 rock and roll points of damage. Yeah, that's it, man. You come up out of no place and smash the thing out of here. And his
Nuggets.
he's like, nuggets. And yeah, man. And like he falls, and when he dies, he falls apart and becomes just dross. All of that gold becomes just base metal, wasteful base metal and shale all over there in the thing. And everyone looks down at him. And then finally, that same foreman from before who Dane talked to, like, jumps up to the table and he's like, 3 cheers for the heroes of Clan Steelgoat! Big cheer for everybody! Wow! And like, they just go berserk. And glasses are raised. And the at this point, the with you guys holding steady, all right.
Oh my God.
Bruce, you're wrong for that, man. That's hilarious. Yeah, at this point, it is all over, but the counting the coins. So like, yeah, you guys have secured the fortunes of Clan Steelgoat North, and you guys have rebuilt it. You guys have Gurko has completed his quest to go ahead and make this the biggest of Doomacroon's temples on the continent. And man, all y'all get 20 experience points, another 2 luck points. Woo. And we're gonna go ahead and call it there because it's not gonna get any better than this. But so thank you all for tuning in to Game Therapy one more time. It was wonderful to have you guys. And thanks to all of our players, new friends and old friends. I had a great time. I hope you all enjoyed yourselves.
Great game.
Sure.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. We have something special we do at the end of every Game Therapy. So please physically do this with me if you're watching at home or in the Zoom stream. I would like everyone to please take a deep breath. Exhale. In with the gaming. Out with the bullcrap. In with the gaming. Out with the bullcrap. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to me. I had a really good time, and I hope you'll come in. We're going to be off next week for Bride of Cyclops Con, but we'll be back soon, and we appreciate all you guys watching, and I hope to see everyone in and around the Bride of Cyclops Con, and come look for me. I think I still have open slots, so I'd love to play with all y'all. Thank you all very much. Love you guys. Thank you.
Thanks.
Cheers, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for playing. See you all
My
soon.
pleasure, for
See you in a couple
sure.
of
Thank you.
weeks.